Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Nespresso and Samra Origins by the Weekend Coffee Collection.
Introducing Samra Origins. My collaboration with Nespresso is a connection to my roots, to my mother, Samra. Coffee that hits the right notes. It transports you. Crafted with unique notes and bold, soaring flavors. Experience a taste that moves you. Nespresso and Samra Origins.
Discover more at Nespresso.com.
USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at usaa.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
This episode is brought to you by Fox Sakes, 2B1B4U, Joshua Meserve Jr., Dark Vixen, Arsenon, Fei, Deja Vu, Radioactive Jeff, and Gluthoric, who each support us at our highest Patreon tier. Thank you. You make these episodes possible. Episode 31. Breathe. There are dark times between the light that seek to grip your being. The weight of hate, the cost of loss, that blur what you are seeing. No future clear, no past of worth. Inside your body seethes. These things will pass, as all things do. So breathe and breathe and breathe.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Rhythmic.
Welcome back to Girls Who Don't D&D as we make our way through Chapter 3. With me, as always, are the girls.
Indy playing Freya.
Stacey playing Kaa'Riin.
Alana playing Morrigan.
And I want to start out by thanking all those people who wrote in after our last few episodes and said such lovely things, told us how important we are to you, begged us to make more episodes, and you know what to do, join Patreon. We don't want to rubbish on about it for too long, but that is the way. And they commented on how much you enjoyed specific moments. I can't publish those because they become spoilers for everybody else. But I do love knowing about them. I love knowing that when certain moments actually had an impact, so that's really sweet when you say that. For me, you guys know that I hate what I do for a house payment / living. So I check the messages every day before I leave for work. And you know, with my family, sometimes those are the things that make those days better. There was a day this week where I read some really lovely things and I went, yeah, okay, today's not going to suck. So I do really appreciate them. They're wonderful for my mental health. But I recently read about someone who, and I know a lot of people do this, had voice recordings on their phone from family telling them that they love them. And this is the show that I do for my family, my son in particular. So I'm just going to make my recording now. Hey Coop, it's your dad here. I love you. Girls, who would you like to send some love to?
Oh, that's so sweet.
I'm not emotionally stable enough for this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I threw that on you too. I didn't give you anything at all. And I was
warning.
but I really wanted to do that because that's what it means to me. It's the message I get to send. Who would you like to send the message to?
Well, I guess I'd say Mum and Dad. Hey, Mum and Dad. I love you.
Aww.
I do love them very much.
Hey Chase, it's Aunt Stacey. I love you. I'm not having children, so you're it, baby boy. So take care.
All the pressure.
Take care of your aunt. Put me somewhere nice. Good night.
Zach, I love you so much, and I'm really grateful that we have gotten to spend our lives together. Hopefully this is something that you're not listening to anytime soon in a sad way, but
Oh God.
thank you so much for all that you are and all that you have been for me.
We could just end the
I'm not
episode
crying.
there, I guess. Yeah, that'll do us.
I'm not crying, you're crying. Who's cutting onions in here?
It's the onions.
Onions for lunch today. All right, shout outs now. I'm shouting out Alex W., who gave us a 5-star rating to balance out the only 3-star rating we've ever received, which ironically said we were very good. And Alex said, tongue firmly in cheek, of course, this show is shit, 5 stars. Girls, who are you shouting out?
I wanted to shout out Emmy Ann.
Damn it, that was mine. I've got to back up.
Because they said, poor Cory fumbling for a few seconds trying to process what happened when the girls throw a curveball into what he had planned. No, not poor Cory. I just want to correct you on that. He signed up for this.
I did. There are times when I just look at the roof and think, you've got 5 seconds to figure this out. Go, brain, go.
But that makes it so much fun.
It is. It is. There are times when I know what you're doing, I guess, and I predict it. I recently told someone I call it the 70-30-10 rule. So I try to plan for what 70% of players would do. And I write that down, and sometimes you do that. You guys do that like 20% of the time. Then I plan for what 30% of people would do, which is a little bit weirder. And sometimes that happens. And then I do the 10. The last 10 is like, this is actually what they're going to do, probably. And people who've listened to the last couple of episodes now know that that helps, but it doesn't solve the problem. Like I'm still here going, what do I do next? And in fact, if you want to go back previous episodes, if you're here, you know what happened now in a couple of episodes ago, and you're probably thinking, man, he was really prepared for those sort of things. You can listen to the recordings I get people to do, which show multiple storylines that could have happened, because that's the only way I can really do this is now to plan 2 or 3 options and see which one happens. Stace.
Okay, Crazy Fish 3 days ago said, I finally caught up and listened to a show the day it was released. I've so thoroughly enjoyed this show. You guys are my very first Patreon subscription.
Oh, very nice.
And since we're her first, I thought she deserved special mention.
Oh,
It's
definitely.
Very kind.
That is
Very
really,
kind.
thank you so much, Crazy Fish. We appreciate you.
We do. We have some lovely stuff on Patreon now too, so get on there and have a look. There's a whole bunch of stuff in the free section, which will hopefully make you think, oh, I'd like to see the other sections.
In honor of having finished chapter 2 and we're starting a new chapter, I went to the comments on our end of chapter 1 to find my shout out for today.
A way back.
And I would like to shout out Luke Hudson, who is listening back for the second time and still got hit right in the feels twice.
Aww.
And because we had such an emotional opening just then, and because I too enjoy listening to media that rips my heart out and makes me laugh and all of the feels. You're mine.
Very nice. All right, girls, are you ready to play?
Yeah. Let's do it.
It's just 3 girls, a dragon, and a handful of dice. Some guys telling stories, I'm sure they'll be nice. There will be monsters, and magic, and fire and ice. But it's mostly 3 girls, a dragon, and dice.
Last episode, we saw the culmination of nearly 2 chapters and only a few months of actual Kaylee time and only a few weeks of time passing for the girls, which somehow, what a surprise, did not go as I had thought. But without trying to bring things down, Shayla, Morrigan's love, previously known as a dancer, was murdered in ice cold blood.
Who did that?
Could have been anybody. Although everyone is currently staring at you. You can, as I just said a minute ago, you can actually go on and find out whether the other recordings on Patreon for Shayla, surviving.
There was another option.
There's enough room on the door for both of you.
But that's where we are, beneath the palace ballroom in Indy right now, amongst the catacombs, having survived so far an evening with the tentacle brother of the deceased Captain Menteith, or Morrigan's other lover from the past, the Queen, who happens to be the other Morrigan, and Bellareth, the god of the Nether, all of whom also survived. Right now, the ladies are searching for Morrigan's parents, and there just happens to be some weird chanting echoing through the chambers, while also you're all trying to protect a bunch of people from Inyith Lenora, some potentially important people. Even the nature of the event they were attending upstairs, not really stairs, up hole. Sorry, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? Who fell through the floor when Menteith's brother emerged, or afterwards. The battle to save Kaylee is now only days away. The armies are making their moves. The gods may rise. It is safe to say, just like Alex just said, it's a shit show.
Accurate.
Girls, you've opened the door to a dark passageway that appears to lead down. The cold wind groans towards you from below.
So I'm just taking notes.
Yeah. Do I have Randy Buck with me now, or was that?
He's there. Yep. He's not
we
next
end up
to you.
taking him with us.
Yeah, you've got a whole bunch of people who are still, about 20 people who are sort of, they don't always have to be in the same little part of the corridor, but you've got your eyes on them. They're lost down here too. I assume you're not just going to go find your own ways out and let them wander.
No, we're going to try
We're down
and protect
underneath.
them.
Yeah, you've gone down in the tunnel. You just opened the door. The little halfling guards who are very clearly standing
I
in.
forgot about those little halfling guards.
But they are gone. They have left because the door was already open. There was no lock. Things seem to have gone a little bit astray in this place lately.
Okay. So we're about to walk down this corridor, yes?
If you wish, yeah. There's not much light, though.
Of course. Well, that's right. Morrigan's got lame hands. And night vision.
And the dark vision. She does, yeah. She can tell you what she's seeing if you want.
And I think I've got a really protective nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Please go
Really
on, Freya.
consider others and all the choices that you make.
It's the only person I'm going to try and make sure that it comes with this. I'm just going to have my eyes closed. And I'm just going to run a hand just around until I find, there's the six-pack.
Yes, the hot elf is
Also
here.
real time.
Of course.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was just making sure everybody was here.
Oh, my God. Yes, the hot elf is amongst them.
Some people call this sexual harassment.
I would say he tragically, he does not. he's just grown up with it.
It's fine.
You did. And Randy Buck is amongst the people. He's definitely staying as far back with you as possible, and he's definitely clutching the green gem in his hand that he knows that's his only chance of survival is keeping that thing.
I just look back at him and he's not saying anything. No one's saying anything. And I just go, I hate you. I just look forward again.
Even though there's heaps of people talking in between or whispering.
I just mouth it I'm like,
he sees it, he understands.
I hate you.
And he drops his eyes. He knows he's in a difficult position.
Yeah.
He'll be lucky if he makes it.
Right. So we are going to start perceptioning our way down this corridor.
Oh, okay. Give
And
me a
it's cold?
perception check. It is cold wind, yes.
You better hold on to him.
Well, yeah. Well, I was actually thinking, I'd love a fur coat. So I'm going to, when I shapeshift, do clothes shapeshift as well?
Clothes you already
discussion
have, yeah. It's a
earlier,
weird
didn't we?
thing with changelings. I don't really understand exactly how they can suddenly change into other people with different clothing choices, but for some reason they can.
Yes.
So,
well,
they can't just decide clothes they've never seen or had before.
Yeah.
So it's
I have seen this fur coat that I want.
Okay.
So I'm going to shapeshift into that, but then I'm going to give it to Morrigan, and then I'm going to shapeshift again with the fur. I want the fur coat, and then I'll give it to
This
Kaa'Riin,
is the strangest
and then
loophole I've ever
shapeshift.
heard.
Well, then everyone gets a fur coat.
As soon as it leaves, sadly.
How Oprah of you.
We all get fur coats. Yeah. They're not
I
real
love how
mink
they're trying to
either,
talk
guys.
over me. They're all trying to talk over me because they know that I'm not going to allow that to happen. Each time it leaves your touch, it vanishes in their hands.
We can never have anything nice. We're fighting this war. You never let us have anything pretty.
That was a pretty harmless loophole.
Yeah,
you
it's
can't
a
really
harmless
have
loophole.
that
It was create endless clothes. She was about to
Yeah.
start a clothing empire.
Taylor Swift just flew to Australia with her own private jet just for her clothes. Which is
I already have issues with that entire sentence.
it's so bad. But if she can do it, I can in a game.
Yeah, well, as soon as you get yourself a private jet, we'll talk.
At what level do we get a private jet?
Yeah. When do we get them?
Note to self, in the future they
2
apparently
private
want a
jet.
private jet. Oh, now it's 2. Yeah, well, this is what happens with people who always want more.
Yeah.
They then say one private jet isn't 2 private jets. Okay, well, you're all rolling perception, are you?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to because this noise is loud enough for you all to hear.
Ew, no.
It was squelching. It's like
No.
oh, I've got the shivers.
There is a scream curdling from the back of the group, and panic clearly sets in. They don't know what to do.
It's like the submarine.
It is very similar, actually. And that would be, that is the first thing you think is that sound is familiar. This is also when you notice that as you were walking, some parts of this were a bit sticky. And
Ugh.
Morrigan, you can see that there are paths heading off in different directions, and they look a bit, they're dark to you, but you can see something on the walls and the floor of each of those paths.
Is this like a giant squid thing that's actually on the ground and up the
Yeah.
walls?
I think it's a tentacle monster we were fighting before.
Yeah.
Or are they glowworms?
It's like we
little
don't let him finish.
glowworms.
He starts describing and we're like,
Yeah.
let's take over.
They're all glowworms and they're all wearing fur coats, but it's cold down here. I don't know if you've noticed that. It's awful.
So cute.
because they got their glow on.
They so
That's the thing, right? Look at
yes.
me.
It said glow up.
Glow up glowworms. Just for our story, yes, there are glow up glowworms on the top wearing little furry jackets. And they provide a small smidgen of light, but all that does is make it shiny off the slime that is clearly on the walls of this thing. Now, here's the bad news, because that wasn't bad enough. There are 20 people in your group, and I have a list of who they are. And I'm going to roll a d20. And each time we roll, you lose one.
You're going to lose one.
You lose a person.
To
Yeah.
death or just out of our sight?
Well, it could be a bit of both. You won't
Going
know.
on a
They're out of your
holiday.
sight, but they may die.
They're going to a farm.
And
Do
the
we get a
first
choice
one,
of who they are?
No, I rolled. It's random. Depends on what order they're in.
Lord.
And the first one has died, interestingly. Apparently that was a man screaming.
I hope it wasn't Randy Butt because we need that. Actually,
He is on the list.
Yeah.
He's on the list. If he goes,
the gem goes.
the gem goes. That's right. Ladies,
Yeah.
there were clues in that sound. That's all I'll say.
What?
I reckon that's
No.
welching.
Of the direction.
Oh, can you play it again?
If you all give me a perception check, we might hear it again.
Yeah. Oh, bitch, yes. 18 plus, doesn't fucking matter. Let's go.
I mean, it does, but it doesn't. You're right.
16
Okay.
plus 2, so there you go. An unnatural 20.
Oh, fuck.
A
4.
Freya,
16? Well done, sweetie.
Plus 2. It's 6.
Freya pulls Fraser.
Fraser.
It's only been 3 years. Fraser joins the show. Welcome in.
He plays our dudes in an entire British man.
Freya pulls herself closer in fear, perhaps, or fake fear. You know that thing girls do when they pretend they're scared in a horror movie? No one really does that anymore, but in horror movies that are about horror movies, yes, the girl is like, "Oh my god, protect me!"
Or an
You
anime.
do that for if you do that for the hot elf, and he's actually more frightened than you are, of course.
Typical.
And shivering. But the good news is, he's clearly still there.
Okay. So who do we lose? Just a random.
You don't know. It's someone you hadn't really seen before.
All right.
In this group of 19 people. Then the others hear this.
Are they bats?
I suck at spatial awareness.
It's not coming from left or right or anything like that. It's like it echoes through all the chambers, but the sound is different.
It's like a squelching, moving, something's alive. It's eating. It's
Definitely
eating
something
something.
like that, yeah.
Oh, like a giant centipede.
Yeah, like it's eating.
get-
Yeah. I think that person just got ate.
You do know that
Yeah.
this time when you heard that sound, no one was taken.
I lay down and die. All right.
Are we in the belly of something?
You're still in the tunnels of whatever it is.
No,
I'll say
under the-
that.
yeah.
You are underground.
I think we need to set some fire to the ground.
Oh, you reckon the slime's flammable?
I reckon we're just walking on one of those big squid things.
Okay. Is there a way I can make sure that no one's stepping on any slime?
You can try and tell everybody to do that. There is panic, though. Someone just died.
Yeah, but I mean, logistically speaking, in observing where the slime is, are there clear bits?
Oh, places you can step that aren't
Yeah.
slimy. The curve of the wall is probably less slimy.
I think we should all
That's
go up
not-
against the wall
I was just thinking of
and observe inward.
just as the experiment lighting part of the slime, but if it is flammable and the whole thing goes up, that's not good.
Maybe pick a piece up instead or something. I don't know.
How about I axe a part off the wall? I just scoop some off and you try setting it on fire.
Yeah, because an
Genius.
axe on fire would be awesome anyway. You're
Yeah,
right.
that's just cool.
That's
And now
just
it's
good.
torch.
And that was torch.
Yes.
So I'm going to just axe a little bit off the wall
Cool, and then I'm just
and
going
you're
to
going to light it on fire because I want to see
light
what's
it
going
on
on
fire.
Okay.
Little fingertip fire.
I love it.
over
You
there.
put your finger into the slime and it just
No,
goes.
no, like a candle. Like you.
Yeah, no, but your finger's on, but you're putting your finger towards it to light.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
You said
don't
finger
have
in
to,
the slime.
Sorry,
Yeah,
you
no,
don't
I
have to
was with
touch the
you,
slime. Yeah, I get you. You don't touch the slime, but the fire does, and it just goes.
So it doesn't take.
It doesn't.
Okay.
It's
Is
not
it-
flammable.
I don't want to say it. Is it like damp? Is it this like?
She didn't touch it. The fire definitely went out in a sort of way.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to touch the slime?
Absolutely not.
Not really.
Unless it was
have
like that stuff that got us high that time, in which case, yay,
Yes.
party for everyone.
I touched a mushroom once when I was going on a walk, and I got a really bad rash. So I don't want to touch it. I've learnt my
Okay.
lesson.
You've learnt your lesson. Have you?
Yeah.
No one
Yeah.
believes you've learnt your lesson.
Nice.
No one believes. As you
It
hug
just
the hot
looks
elf
really
man,
cool.
you are hugging a hot elf man you met today,
Yeah.
and you're like, "I've learned my lesson, everyone." And you've
I was
already,
going to say, but
you know,
surely he won't give me a rash, but hey, we don't know.
I think it's pretty
I'm
clear.
we don't know about that one.
Alright,
you
can
know.
I tell with my superior vision? Can I tell like which way we should go in terms of like is there more light? Is
No, but you can tell that this is like almost honeycombed with tunnels. They're all meeting up with this chamber. We're not even in a chamber. You're in a tunnel, but even above you, there's none of below you. It's not like you're going to fall through the floor, but from every angle there are new chambers or new tunnels that appear on this one. So as you walk down, you could easily see 20 more different directions.
This is so bad.
This is really bad.
And we can't separate.
Well, no.
We shouldn't separate.
Freya.
Freya, are you listening?
Yeah.
listening?
Oh, I'm going to stay with it. This thing sounds like it's going to eat us. Oh, here we go again.
No! Oh, the crunching.
That's bones being crunched.
Yeah. Let's move.
Oh, and I have rolled a 1. Did I put down someone important?
People?
Someone just disappeared. Did I take someone
Another
important?
person?
Another person is gone.
I thought he was still eating.
Oh, this is a sad one.
Who is it?
You can't tell, but I'm going to tell the audience. It was the old lady who was dancing with the hot guy. Gone. All right, back to the girls.
Let's move.
Let's
go.
move. Let's go. I think we go up against the walls and just keep shimming.
Just
back
remember the
against
walls have holes behind the walls.
Oh shit! I
are
forgot about that.
holes.
You're right.
I
Okay.
feel like we're inside of something.
How? How did we get inside of something?
I don't know. I feel like honeycomb. I feel like there's a part of the body that might be like that.
You can investigate if you wish.
Oh, that might be a really good idea. So I'm going to say that like it was my idea. I'm looking at my sheet going, what can I do? That might help.
Indy, what would you like to do?
I'd love to investigate, hey.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I just had this light bulb moment. 16 plus 5, 19. No, wait. 21.
Very good, sweetie.
Quick but inaccurate, man.
Sometimes it's about recognizing your mistakes.
That's right. I knew it was wrong, so it's okay. Did I know?
You notice that the walls between the slime are just like a sandstone, if you know, something like a soft stone, but they're definitely stone. So I know that you're looking to find out whether this thing's alive, so that's why I'm telling you that. It doesn't feel like the actual carved out sections are the body of something else.
Okay, so we're not in it.
No.
It's just around us.
Not every time you go underground is it going to be alive. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Might be.
I guess that's right.
This is not our world. Okay.
It's its hunting ground.
I know. Let's pick a tunnel
Could
and go.
we die in here?
Pick a tunnel
Left.
and run.
Left?
Can we even? I mean, this thing seems like it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's go left. Let's go.
Left.
Let's just get the hell out of here. We're
Left.
going into the
You're
left
going
tunnel,
left tunnel.
and we're running.
All right.
All of us. And we're telling everyone.
Guys, even at that speed,
We got to run.
Have we had a long rest yet?
you absolutely have not.
No, I haven't.
From the back of the group,
Stop playing it. I hate it.
you hear this, especially this bit.
No.
I didn't sign up for a horror movie.
Well, then kill things. That
We
is-
can't. We tried setting a fire. We have 0 plan left.
I have to kill another person.
Not the hottie.
This is a tough one. I did put someone in there and I just rolled a 19. Her name was Sibyl. Like many others her size, she'd taken to working in the cellars for the Queen. Mouselings found it easier to move between the cool chambers that kept the wine from corking. Lately, that had been more of a challenge. The wind seemed to move in different ways. The humidity rose like warm breath. New sounds echoed. The days had been long since her son Smudge had set off on adventure. She longed to hear from him, to see him. But like any other mother who knew her son was destined for more, she knew he needed new horizons. And now her thoughts were only of him as the creature wrapped its slithery limbs around her. She could feel its anger, its hatred like a muscle tearing itself apart. Like a voice so loud it could hear no other sounds. It tensed and the air left her. She closed her eyes. And then the beast flung her aside, her body almost limp, but not yet lost. I feel bad about that one.
Why did you do it then?
Yeah, you can just undo
I thought it was
this.
random. There was a 5%
Like,
chance.
I kill people and I don't feel that bad. But
It's noted, duly noted. I'm sure that Morrigan feels a certain way about that. Silence, still silent. She's still looking at you funny.
Okay. We get telepathetically talking to my girlies.
Yeah.
Okay.
Copy.
It's getting them from the back. We need to move these people forward. We need to take up the rear. Except they can't
we do.
fucking see.
Good
Thanks,
lord.
Cory.
Good lord.
Anyway,
You said what you said.
Did you say take it up the rear?
That's what she said.
take up the rear, not take it up the rear.
Same, isn't
I mean,
it?
you know,
Working with you people.
if the
Much of a
sentence is
muchness.
close,
Nuances of language.
you
Just
hear
make
what
it
you need
work.
to hear at certain times in
Okay,
your
you're
life.
right. It is coming from the back. We need to go to the back.
God, did we just need any more battle talk? Or what?
Logistical question
Yes.
from a girls who don't D&D perspective.
I thought we were going to talk about the other thing.
so.
Go ahead.
Don't
Can we-
to the rear.
Can we ready in action while running?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So maybe we need someone to lead
Yeah.
because they can't. Like these are chaotic civilians. Like they're not going to know what to do. So we need someone to stay in the front, and maybe two of us behind the group. No, it doesn't get any better. And
We're going to transform anything you say.
Our mind's already there. We're going to go with
Yeah.
whatever.
You went from this horrible underground world full of slime to, let's sexualize this. Does anyone else want to sexualize it?
and we ready in action as we're running to attack if it attacks.
Okay.
I will let you do that, but only if you can tell me the difference between the sounds.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Dude, they're disgusting.
They're very similar, but there is a difference.
Yeah,
one of them
it's
is
the
when he's
crunching.
attacking.
So the crunching means people dying.
It's
Means it's eating the bones.
It's the noise it actually makes as it gets closer.
Yuck, I don't like scary stuff.
All right. Well, the good news is I'm not going to play it again this time because you know what the sound's
Okay.
like. But because you've spread yourself out, it's a matter of you guys picking a number between 1 and 20. And if you're close enough to it, when it comes through, I will let you have the attack. So, what numbers would you like to pick? Who are you standing nearest?
Oh,
Oh, like your numbered list.
16.
69.
It's not that high. Why are you doing that? Oh, 420. You're so young.
Can we know what numbers are not an option now that they've been taken?
1 is gone, 4 is gone, 19 is gone.
Okay, thank you.
1 is gone, 4
What'd
is
you
gone.
pick?
16.
16. Okay. You sidle up next to a human female. That's all you know about that
A
person.
human female.
Hello, human female.
I'm writing that
all
down.
All it says is
Hello.
human female on my list.
Hello, female of human descent.
It's good to see that you are also female. I am not, of course, but I do like seeing the female of the humans. I thought it was innocent, and then I realized I sounded like I was at a strip club. Like you're looking up at someone on the
That's what I
stage.
was saying.
Like,
I saw a poll there too.
Of course you did. Somehow that makes me the dirty one. Yes. So what are the other numbers?
8.
8. You are standing next to a human male. Wow. Wow.
How disappointing.
Even here there is bias. And Freya,
4.
She gets up on elf.
you're next to a minotaur.
Oh, that's cool.
That
He's
is cool.
Bulky, and he doesn't fit in here, but he's not a minotaur like we all would imagine. This healthy, feisty, like ready to punch on.
He's
minotaur.
got a horse top and
No,
a
he's a
human bottom.
minotaur.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that...
Which end is the minotaur? Yeah. No, it is the bull top, human bottom below.
Well, that's disappointing, isn't it?
He agrees, but he is clothed, so it's not you standing there going, oh, hello. But he is top and bottom, but he's a bit hefty. He looks like someone who's had a bit of a cozier life. A cozier minotaur.
He's a good life.
That's nice.
Yeah, none of this 6-pack rubbish. He's got a nice podge,
Nice.
and he looks like a really kind man, even in the darkness. So,
All right, I'll protect him.
all right, I'm rolling to see whether anybody gets taken next and whether you are close enough to them. And you hear another scream, and another one is taken.
Jesus.
No one was close enough. Well, you've kind of got 2 people at one end, one at the other, and no one in the middle. And it was a roll in the middle.
Oh,
shit.
I should have picked a number that wasn't
So
the
close
top
to the
of
other
the
one?
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
Possibly. But another person is gone, and you hear their scream.
Sorry. We're doing the best we can.
This was just quietly, this was a big guy. It took something big
We're
this
ready
time.
in action, though. We're ready for it to come
and we're still
near us.
moving, right?
They're still trying to hustle through to wherever this
All right,
goes.
we're hustling,
But
hustling.
people are now panicked and they're getting faster and they're pushing, shoving, and they're not listening to you much now at all. This is probably your last chance to do something.
Do what?
Yeah.
I thought I was doing something.
Well, you're spread out all over the joint.
We're not spread. All right.
Should we reshuffle?
Okay, so we're all spread out is what you're telling us, and that's wrong. And
No, you're not that spread out. 2 of you are near the same end. There was a whole middle bit you didn't cover.
All right,
Oh,
I'm going to
what-
go in the middle. I'm going in at number 10.
We can come in the middle too.
How about we get them all closer together so they can just take in one big gulp? let's just get this done.
The plan is to feed more things to it.
Yeah, and then we escape. No, jokes. Not absolutely don't do that.
I don't know. I don't even have any spells or anything. So what? It attacks from the top?
He's attacking from multiple directions.
Okay. Copy.
Front of the group, middle of the group, back of the
sensing
group.
your frustration.
No, there's no frustration here. I just roll, and if you guys are near, I'm fine. You're just going to lose 20 people.
Okay, all right, reform.
But we can only individually protect one person at a time.
No. If you're close, it would have been good. You were nowhere near that one.
Okay, all right. I'm going to the middle.
All right, so
I'm going to say restructure. I'm going to the middle.
So you're at number.
And I'm ready in action.
We did have someone at 10 last time.
I was at 8.
All right.
We had an 8. Sorry.
All right, I'm going at 10.
I'll go to the very end.
And you need to light the way, so you're 1.
So, one's gone.
Well, 2 then.
Yeah,
you become number 1, really.
Yeah, there's still a 1.
I'll go a little bit in so that I've got theoretically some people there and some people there. And then if I'm in the middle of that little group.
Good idea. I'll go 19.
I'm trying to map.
Well, I see what you mean. Like if it's close to people, you should be able to get there fast. Yeah, that makes sense.
How many do we have left?
16 left.
16.
So there's no 19.
No, but I just put you at the end of the group. When you
including
said that.
us?
I haven't really added you to the list.
Okay, we've got 16
You're not
left.
likely to get dragged off by this thing as easily as townsfolk.
Are you doing the math for me? Because I was trying and I couldn't.
Okay, can we put everyone... Okay, can we have 4 rows of 4?
You won't fit 4 rows side by side in this area.
But you're saying we're each responsible for 4 people?
Oh, I see. Okay, right. So I can't go 4. Oh, shit, that's not going to work then. I was going to go 4, 4,
What's 16
4,
divided
4,
by
and
3?
then spread us out between.
We're each responsible for 5 people.
Who decided to
There's
bring
only
math
3 of
into
us.
this game?
We can't divide into 4 groups because there's only 3 of us.
Carry the 1.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was going to put kind of like 1 at the back here and
Just
then
round
2
it up.
rows, 1 in the middle. Then, do you know what I mean? Like just try and have... I'm trying to, but we can't. There's
Indy is so silent
here's
during the math section.
So if 1's gone, then we got 2, 3. I think 4's gone as well. But like, so let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I want to be number 5 then, and
Okay.
that should give
5 in the
me
group. You got
my
4 on one
guy,
side.
2 on either side of me, and
Okay.
then so the next one we'd want would be.
Hold on. Why is it just up to us to protect? Can we just look at the group like, anyone got some skills, please, to help out with this?
Well, it's still very dark, so it's hard to make them all out. But the ones you do see, they look like people who've been well dressed for a ball.
If we do 5, 10, and 15,
Yeah.
then we're in the middle of a pack of 5. Might have some gaps there.
5, 10, 15.
Yeah, I see. Well, hopefully they're inside of one of the bubbles.
All right, we're making bubbles. We'll hope for the best. This is hard.
You hear the slimy thing approach
No.
again.
Ready in action. Ready in action.
And I'm leaving the action readied. I know you're doing that. You're not going to say this
I'm
time.
not stressed, okay?
I'm number 5.
Who was standing at number 10?
That was me.
You're sitting right next to a chamber, and you feel a gush of air first. You hear the sounds, and a tentacle comes flicking out.
And I swipe.
And you swipe. So give me.
And I'm raging too. I'm raging so hard because I'm scared and angry.
Why not rage? All right. Let's see what you do.
Accidentally chop off Randy Buck's hand.
15
Not a bad idea.
plus. It's a +6 to hit.
Okay, so +6 is definitely a hit.
Yeah.
So roll me some damage.
Damage.
7 plus 3, so 10.
Oh. You slice straight through the tentacle,
Damn straight.
and it does reach the person, but flaps to the ground, flipping and flopping like a fish. And you hear a scream, and give me a perception check, see if you can figure that out.
4 plus 2, 6.
It just seems like a curdling scream. It does seem vaguely familiar, but you don't really figure out what it is. But you have saved the person this time.
Thank God.
Thoughts and prayers?
Awesome prayers.
What do you want to do next?
The new McCrispy Strip is here. Dip approved by ketchup, tangy barbecue, honey mustard, Sprite, McFlurry, Big Mac sauce, double dipped in buffalo and ranch, more ranch, and creamy chili McCrispy Strip Dip. Now at McDonald's. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
At the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event, get deals so right, it almost feels wrong. Now's the best time to get that Hyundai you've always wanted. Plus, every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty and 3 years or 36,000 miles of limited complimentary maintenance. Don't think you can get away with all that? Think again. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. It's a great day for a new Hyundai.
We're still shuffling. We're just getting out as
still
fast
moving
as we
along?
can. We're getting out of there.
All right, you hear it again. I'm rolling again to see if it works again. Who's standing next to number 4?
I'm at number 5, so I'm close.
All right, you see a tentacle. You see it clearly because you have your dark vision. All right, and you see a series of tentacles in the chamber coming through, and you also very clearly see Menteith's head.
Menteith or Menteith's brother?
My apologies, Menteith's brother. His furious, angry head, and he looks directly at you and says, "Now you experience loss," and it lashes out at the person next to you.
But I've read it in action, yeah?
Yeah, you ready an opportunity to attack. I didn't even say which one you'd attack, what type of attack you'd do. What would you like to do?
I'd like to do a firebolt.
Firebolt?
Yes?
You don't want to jam fireball down the hole?
I think you misunderstand my access to spells right now.
You don't have any left? Fair enough. All right, firebolt.
Firebolt, please.
What are you gonna do?
I have to roll, and it's +7. So 18 plus 7.
Ooh, that definitely hits. Definitely hits.
Stacey, I didn't roll a 1. I rolled an 18.
Oh my God, that little dice is really coming through for you.
I know.
It's a big moment. Give me some damage.
Okay, 2d10.
Yes, 1.
That's pretty.
It is a
that
nice
Lord
one.
of the Rings?
Has it got a ring in it?
Shut up. Yes, it does.
It does.
Like, they're the ones I stole from you.
Yeah, I only kept 1.
And I took the
You
rest.
took the rest.
You're like, these are mine. I'm like, no. No, thank you.
No,
Just give
you
me
can-
1
you can
second. This
have
is not
that.
going to be chaos at all. 9 and a 7 would make 16.
No bonuses to that?
Oh,
No +4 or anything at the end? He says, knowing that the 4 would make a difference.
no.
Just 2d10. Yes, you see one of the tentacles slice off or burn off, actually. You can hear the smell. You can hear the smell? You can hear the smell. You can hear a sizzle and the smell of calamari as the
See
tentacle...
the sounds.
and it, again, slaps the ground. Again, there's a roar from this creature and it slides back off through the chamber and is gone. All right, I roll again to see where it's
Yay!
coming.
Run.
Oh, you're still moving? You're still moving? Oh, this one just happens to be an 18.
Yay, me.
All right, what's your attack?
I'm going to use my acid splash.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot that up the hole.
Yes.
Okay, roll it away.
I'm going to leave that one too, but yay.
Yay! Stop doing that. It's
Why are
creepy.
you laughing?
No reason.
First of all, I got to survive this dexterity check.
Yeah.
This thing can move well. I'll give it that. And he does. I rolled a 19.
Oh, man.
He is going to dodge the acid splash.
So he doesn't take any damage.
None at all. And he takes the person standing next to you.
Oh, not the mentor.
That actually was the Minotaur.
I said
with the little
mentor.
podge. The mentor.
My mentor.
Your recent mentor.
My recent mentor.
I had so much to teach you. As he drags off through the corridor. That's so...
Oh, well, he lived a good life.
And that is 5. And when 5 people go missing,
This is what happens.
this is what happens.
Boring.
Everyone panics.
Yeah, of course you would.
Everyone goes, these girls can't
More
save
death.
us. Okay?
And they're not wrong.
What
They
are you
bot.
doing?
I just run the game.
Not you.
We're talking to
I'm just
them.
personally saying.
Them.
Oh, them.
What are they doing?
They're being scared. They're not heroes. They're rich people who go to balls. They all charge off in, I guess you could say, different directions, but if they can find a way to escape, they do. And you occasionally hear a scream from a chamber.
Yeah.
What do you want to do while that's happening?
I say, Randy, Buck, don't you dare leave my side.
All right, so you grab Randy.
Yeah.
I grab the original person that I came in with, who is hot. And I'm not. You put me next to a guy, and when I picked a random number, just no. So I'm going back to her.
All right.
She can come with. Yeah.
And Freya
Ugh, and Freya goes for the hot guy.
pushes aside a bunch of people and finds hot guy.
Yeah.
You really did.
Well, it's just true to my character, I feel.
We're all going to die, but not you. Everyone bolts
Yeah.
and heads off in different directions. And some of you, especially the people you dragged along with you, some of you burst out into a huge underground chamber. And everyone give me a dexterity check. All right, numbers, people. Don't forget those
12
modifiers.
with modifier.
Kaa'Riin, with your modifier.
Yeah.
That's a 12.
I get you.
You get right to the edge. As you burst into this chamber, you realise there's a ledge right around the outside of it. In the middle, it is hollow, like it's emptied out in the middle. And then inside that again, if you were to leap across, there's like a large, it's completely made out of soil and dirt and rock, but like a flattened outcropping of stone. All right, and it's quite wide, and it's just, you can see where you are already. There is one man standing in the center of that with a book in his hand, and you quickly pull Randy to the side and stand against the wall without running over. You've got probably about a meter's worth of wall to stand on around the edge.
Okay.
And I'd say it's about 3 meters to jump over into the middle section. Not that I'm telling you to do that. I'm just saying if you were, it's a big jump.
I wish you hadn't told her what I'm about to fail so epically at.
Oh, good, because I'm about to go straight across instead to Freya. Freya, what'd you roll?
I rolled 15.
15, and your modifier as well, or is that included?
With the modifier, yeah.
So you skid to a halt right on the edge. Some of the dirt goes flying into the chamber, and it's a fairly long way down. As you see that, when you look down, you see that those holes that you've just come running away from, there's a bit more light in this chamber, so you can see the holes in the ground, like the ones you just felt like you ran past. They're all over the place. And
can't even
Morrigan,
cast a feather fall.
Where did you fall?
What
did you roll?
What are you falling?
More detail. What's your damage points?
I got a 2 with my modifier.
Good Lord.
Holy shit.
Is your modifier negative?
What?
I'm going to roll for the person you were coming in with.
1+1, that's cute. How dainty.
Speaking of 1+1, you go sliding over the edge.
Yep.
You slip as you go over the edge and manage to clamber on, so your fingers white knuckling it to the side of this ledge. But there are still more people spilling out, so at any moment this could go pear-shaped. I am just going to roll the dexterity check to see whether that's possible for the other person.
No!
And they actually did not go over the edge.
Oh, okay.
They rolled an 18. I'm on fire today. So they didn't go over the edge and are trying to pull you up, but they are not a strong person.
Yeah.
Quite sleek, I guess you could say. In my head, whoever this person is wearing like Princess Leia's hooded thing from Star Wars. So she's got this big hood over her head, and that's what she looks like. I've decided. I may be wrong. Ladies, what would you like to do?
Pew pew gun that asshole that's probably controlling that.
Oh, straight in.
Is this like a circular thing?
It's a circular chamber. It's like inside of an egg.
Yeah. Oh, maybe if he's reading from a book and shit's going on, should we roll Arcana check?
You could. I don't think at this stage that Morrigan has seen that direction. She's hanging on, looking away from
I'm
it.
going to actually use a Misty Step to get myself back up, and then I'm pulling Chicky that was trying to help me just out of the way of, because I'm assuming more people are going to run through and probably have that same issue. So just getting us out of the line of immediate.
Yep.
Dominoes.
Okay, I am going to roll for the other people in a second to see how many people go flying over the edge if you do nothing about it.
Look, they made their choice.
To follow you, yes. It was a dangerous choice to follow the heroes. But you missed a step from this person's hands just disappear and reappear behind. That would be really weird to see if you'd never seen that one before.
And then pulling them and me
pull them out of the
line of dominoes.
No problem at all. I am now going to roll a bunch. There's not all of those people came through, and you are still hearing screams from the chambers.
Yeah.
Oh my God, my rolling has ended. The first 4, 2 of them go over. Oh, that's not too bad. And the second 4, 1 of them goes over. 3 people, and they go over.
Time? How long until we hear the splash?
You don't hear one. They go through the holes.
Oh.
And you don't see them again.
I was just waiting to see how
deep this was. They come out of another one. That would be lovely if they just went through one hole and shot out.
Just
and they're like, whee!
Ping-ponging through.
Instead, those 3 people disappear. I'm now rolling to see if any of them were important.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. 3 more people are gone. Your reputation in this town is plummeting.
Got a lot on our plate.
We're already wanted criminals.
I can say this. Stacey, if you hadn't grabbed Randy, he was one of them.
Good.
So the fact that you grabbed Randy was you just saved Randy Buck's life.
Yeah, but I want that gem. They're the deals.
He holds it over the holes, over the chamber.
You piece of shit.
He knows that as soon as he loses that, he loses the leverage he has over you. To live, yeah, because you do not look like you want him alive. Even as you save him, you were disgusted in yourself.
Yeah.
Fine.
So he's holding it over, and he's looking at me, and I'm looking at him, and I just go again, I hate you.
And he just keeps saying...
And he goes, I know.
Sometimes things don't turn out the way they plan.
Oh, shut the fuck up, Randy Buck.
He's always like thinks he's got like that old timey sort of.
Yeah, and it's like really like no one
this
cares.
shit.
It's just cliche.
Ladies, you've lost 3 more people.
Okay.
The rest are against the wall. What would you like to do?
I want to roll. I want to do an Arcana check on what this person is doing in the middle.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that, and I've got a +1 Arcana. Oh, only a 12.
Can I do that as well?
You can indeed.
Like Morrigan, I rolled Arcana. I'm coming up nothing. What do you got?
A little bit less than nothing. I rolled a 2 + 5. That's
Okay,
All right.
Well, I had a
you
12.
know, yeah, between the two of you, you both know, yeah, magic's happening.
Hey, Kaa'Riin, do
Books
you?
magic.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Is this magic?
This is magic. Did you just see that penny? The rabbit ears? Oh my God, just that bouquet of flowers just pop up from their sleeve. That's nuts.
What I will tell you is that the person over here on the stage does not have a wand, certainly not a wand that turns into flowers. He doesn't have a top hat, and there are no rabbits.
Where are these handkerchiefs coming from?
But he is rather tall, and he has blue skin. He's a Triton.
A Triton?
A Triton. You've seen one before.
What's that?
Tritons, they normally live in the sea. They can live above land, but they normally live
Where did
underwater.
we see one before?
You saw one before standing on top of a tower trying to defend
Yes.
against the thing from the sea. Way back in one of the first
the guy
episodes.
with the scroll where the tentacles are coming out of?
Yeah, Naylor, his name was.
Triton.
Triton. What else would you like to do? Now
I
that
wanna
you've
zap
gone,
him.
just sit down and watch the show.
With my pew guns.
Maybe he'll do some balloon trips. You want to shoot him?
Maybe he's an adultier adult and he
Wait,
got
he was
help.
bad, wasn't he? He was bad.
Another guy.
Well, he was part of the guys keeping the towers up and running. But then old lady that we just talked to with the kids said the towers are bad.
Oh, yeah.
She also said she was
destroyed
bad.
one. She did say she was bad. So it depends on who you are.
Perspective is very warped.
You know what? Instead of just going to attack, I'm going to go, hey, what do you think you're doing?
That is such a Kaa'Riin thing to say. So you flick your perm.
I don't have a perm.
You do when you speak like that to people.
Fine.
You've come straight from the
So
salon.
like a really good one.
Okay, thank you.
Straight from the salon. Excuse me, what do you think you're doing? And he, I mean, give me a persuasion check, I guess.
Oh. 3. Plus, I guess it doesn't matter.
No, it really doesn't.
No.
He doesn't even change what he's doing. You can hear those chants from before, though. It's a single person chanting. It's him chanting away.
Ah, he was the voice. We turn around. Good job, buddy.
Lovely chanting.
Stop or I'll shoot. And then I've got my pew guns ready.
You pull your fingers out.
Yeah, I've got with my pew guns.
Yeah, he
Pew
absolutely
fingers.
does not know what those fingers look like. He thinks you're insane.
My pew fingers is a lightning burst.
Yep.
And that's a DC 15 dex saving throw.
Yeah, but you've got fingers. Fingers by themselves don't look that threatening.
No, I'm going to say more things.
Okay.
There can be dialogue in this game. And that is a 2d8 lightning damage, 1d8 per finger. So just so we know what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, oi!
Yep.
I will shoot. I know this doesn't look very threatening, but trust me. These are lightning fingers, and lightning hurts. So look up and tell me what you're doing. Now.
Persuasion check.
Intimidation.
Oh, okay. We'll
Ooh,
go for it.
nice.
Do you think that's intimidating enough? Because you are still raging.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, okay. So this
scary.
is actual rage.
I want to lie. I just want to lie so bad
You
and
really
tell
want
you
this
I got a
moment.
15, but I didn't. I got a 5 plus 2, which is a 7.
Plus that 10 or 4.
Plus I think the pew guns give me an extra.
Now you're all about the math.
Yeah. Per pew, I believe it's plus 10.
He doesn't acknowledge you. And if you look up in this room, while you notice what's happening, he's still chanting, he's got the book open, he's saying something from the book, or he's at least looking at the book. And above you, the roof of the chamber is also pocked with all those holes or tunnels like the one you've just emerged from. Some of these ones you can see right through, and you can see the night sky starting to, like it was dusk earlier, it is now becoming nighttime, and you can see the lights from it. And who wants to look up at that? Just give me
Sure. I'll have a
anybody
gaze.
interested?
Yeah, I'm curious. Look, you
I just
mentioned
got-
light, and I'm like, is it going to be spinning quickly like
I just
the
got a
mountain?
19.
I was going to keep my eyes trained on him, so the
Okay,
girls can
yep,
look
yep.
up and I'm going to stay.
19?
19 plus
It doesn't matter, that's a good enough roll.
2. 22.
I'll give you a little bit more because of the 2.
Is it perception?
Yes, it is.
Pretty similar to yours. You know how you just said plus 2?
Yep.
Yeah, that's my entire
2,
one.
Okay.
Again, you got that again. 1 plus 1.
No, just 2.
Oh, just 2.
2 plus 0.
Ah.
As you go to look up Morrigan,
Some dirt falls in my eye. And I
Some dirt falls in your eye, but
And she dies from an infection.
conjunctivitis.
at this stage, it might as well. But the person you were talking to me about before actually pulls you closer as if they're fearful for you, and it makes it difficult for you to maintain focus. But Freya, you can, when you're looking up, not only do you notice the stars above, and you guys have seen this sort of stuff before, but you notice particularly, there's a few things. First of all, some of the holes have swirling masses of purple and blues and other, it's mostly purples and blues spinning around like mini portals at the entrance to the holes. But some of the other holes, you can see the night sky above, and you recognize that as your own night sky. And some of the other holes, you think, those don't look like stars I've seen before.
Portals. They're portals. No?
Freya says they're portals.
What could they be? Is it
Portals.
something?
What did you roll again? You got a 21.
Yeah.
And some of them have little flickers of tentacles coming through the swirly masses. Not very far yet, just a little bit through them.
So more tentacles are trying to come through the portals.
Yep. Begins to chant again. So he's finished the first rotation of chants. But he finishes the chant again, and this time, each time he does a few words, a new person appears next to him and joins the chant. Looks exactly the same as him. And the chant gets stronger and louder on the middle section.
I'm going to shoot.
More and more people appear, and now there are as many as 20 people, and everyone roll initiative.
Are they making portals bigger or smaller?
Chanting at this stage.
Okay. Well, then why are we fighting? Just because there's more of them. What if there were just more of them to close the portals? Like, what you're not telling me, I feel like, is that they are bad.
You rolled like a 7 for Arcana. You don't know Jack.
I know I don't know Jack, but...
Yeah, I'm telling you a story based on what you rolled. There's a lot of questions, aren't there?
Fuck!
Alana, what are you rolling for? This is initiative?
Initiative.
Okay. Wrote you down already.
At the bottom?
Bottom.
I got 12 for initiative.
All right. Morrigan, what did you get, though?
3.
Freya?
7 plus 4. 11.
I was like, what's that face for? Is it because it's not 4?
All right.
I think it's math.
I was doing the math.
These guys didn't roll particularly well. Kaa'Riin, you actually are first.
Excellent. I can see the sky, yes?
You can see this. You can see like little holes through into the sky. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds like something ominous is about to happen.
I'm going to call lightning.
Epic.
Epic. Do you want me to read the description for the people?
I love it when you do, because it's called lightning.
A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder. Yay.
Oh, wow, it fits right in.
That is 10 feet tall. Woohoo, needed. With a 60-foot radius, centered on a point you can see within range directly above you.
Hey, that's cool.
So I feel like you've already made me a nice channel going straight down.
I feel like I didn't expect this, but yes.
To him. And then the spell fails if you can't see a point in the air where the storm could appear. But I can.
Yep.
And I just think there's going to be bomb. When you cast a spell, choose a point you can see under the cloud. Got it? A bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Yay, yay, yay. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 3d10 lightning damage on a failed save.
Well, I definitely hope he's a bad guy now.
That was
bam,
good.
Bam, 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 bam.
Me too.
It's like, please be a bad guy. That is
I drew
massive.
him and he feels bad.
I feel like he's making...
It's a pretty freaky drawing, yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that this is going to be awesome, but give me a coin toss.
No, I'm actually stressed out. I don't know. I think he might be good now. Okay, no, I'm not stressed. I'm confident.
It's a coin toss.
Okay.
I
I'm
just
whether
need
it's
to
good or
find
bad.
where's my coin dice that you guys don't think is a real dice.
It's not.
Yes, a coin.
Here we go. Sorry.
Jeez.
I didn't know you were going to throw it at her.
Do you want me to go on what?
All right, so
It fell on a 1?
now you roll, you throw.
2.
Ooh.
Don't do that.
No, it's such a minor thing that could have happened, but I liked it either way. The cloud bursts through the tunnel, swirling its way down, almost like a tornado more than anything else. And when it comes through, the lightning spews out from the.
Oh, it looks so cool!
It looks epic,
And I'm like going back to like, ooh, these girls can't save us, where? And then I'm like, check it.
Oh shit!
What'd you roll?
11 damage.
3d10.
3d10.
The hand over your 10s, people.
Oh, it
because
could be really good.
Roll for the guy in the middle. and then we'll go from there.
A 3, an 8, 9. Technically, this one says 30.
All right, what did you get total though?
20.
I'm going to roll for the other guys.
Hang on, who's dodging?
There were 20 extra people that appeared around him that looked exactly like him. One of them dodged. I rolled a 20.
So he'll still take 10 though.
One of these guys doesn't just vanish. The rest of them just burst into nothingness. One of them just catches on fire and dies in front of you longer. Oh. So I was like, oh yay! Oh, this isn't actually pleasant.
Oh no.
So these guys were little minions around the outside, and you've just killed 20 people in a go. If anybody, people probably complain sometimes, these guys never kill anybody. That was 20 in one turn.
Like, I'm sorry.
They're all gone. The guy in the center also fails to dodge badly. How much was it again? All of
20 was the damage.
That was quick. I had like a whole fight. I met characters. Those minions were useful. They could do things. They could make shadows pull and push things over the edge.
Got the 70-30-10 rule, Cory.
That was the 10. I forgot the 10.
What's the 70-30-10 rule?
When I started with, I talk about 70% of players do this, 30% do this, and 10% of what you do. And I was like, damn, I forgot your 10 this time. I didn't check. Great move. And he falls to the ground, and he has just enough time to do a death speech.
A death speech?
Yeah. How he was just trying to help.
Yeah, he had a living speech. That ain't happening. He is on fire from the lightning, falling to the ground. He drops the book to the side, but it does look like it's burning a little bit. And he says this. It takes a long time to die, actually.
I love it.
Hi, I'm Tanner Azanero from Foes and Fables, and I play the Cardinal of Undulak.
What a strange choice you've made. The whole universe before you. And you choose failed gods.
Yay! Okay.
He's a shithead, okay.
We're good.
Breath. You think this is my last breath?
Yes.
You think such a thing is to be feared? I welcome the silence.
It's really milking this death.
The last breath of everything. That is what ends all of the sins. That is where we find perfection. Where none can make darkness or light. Where time...
Get over it! Just die!
stops for all. And only silence remains. They're already here. The new gods. Just waiting for a space in the pantheon. One by one, they'll take their place. And the Undulak is coming to end all things. For one last breath.
I just stab him at this point. I'm like, where'd you get backup singers for your death? Yeah.
What beautiful silence.
Oh, just die. Fuck me. What a drama queen.
He's really trying to squeeze out every last
breath.
breath.
He kept saying one last breath but wouldn't take it.
And then he's like, actually, I'm okay. I'm fine. Just give me a hand up.
That was a good death. I like these quick, sharp deaths. Like,
That was
none
fast,
of this
yeah.
battle shit.
Nice roll initiative. I got initiative and I finished up. Like, I was like, I guess I'm going in.
Fuck that ready in action shit. Just fucking boom. Dead.
Deadsy.
Yep, give me your last words. Wrap it up. Moving on.
No one gives a shit about your shit.
We are the stars of the show.
The words echoed through the metaverse. You're the star of the show. That's what it says, said the man beside the bed. The young woman's father tried hard to hide his pain. Seeing his daughter here, wrapped in white, strapped down for her own safety, it hurt him. But he couldn't let her see it. He just held the paper out for her to see. He wanted to be proud of her moment, of her. But this cold, sterile room told a far louder story, and his lip trembled. It's not a story, she said.
Meta AI is the personal AI that's tailored to you, now with its very own app. It's built to get to know you, offering helpful answers and inspiration. Looking for something to add to your bucket list? Meta AI goes beyond traveling the world. It remembers you're a basketball fanatic and suggests you attend one of the playoff games. Just start typing or speaking to get the answers you need, wherever and whenever, because Meta AI is your personal AI. Download the Meta AI app, now available on the Apple App Store and Google Play.
This episode is brought to you by Tic Tac. Summer tastes like Tic Tac. Tantalize your taste buds this sunny season with citrus adventure and orange. 2 everyday flavors that bring summer in every. Tic Tac Citrus Adventure is a yummy, vibrant medley of lemon, lime, and mandarin. And Tic Tac Orange is the perfect mix of tangy and sweet. Visit us at Tic Tac USA on social to refresh your summer with Tic Tac.
Jif peanut butter. It's that jiffing good, it doesn't really need advertising. So instead, enjoy the calming sounds of the ocean.
Jif. Ooh, it's that jiffing good. Get your Jif at jif.com.
Look, I didn't see how far she'd kill him. His death speech was longer than his living moment that you saw him for.
You never do. You're so unsuspecting every time.
Yeah, as I said, he dropped a book, but he is now.
I want the book.
He's gone.
Yeah, we're taking the book.
You gonna touch the book straight away?
Oh,
why would you say it like that?
Exactly what I'm doing.
Why phrase it like that?
Because I'm mean. I'm cruel.
That's okay. No, I'm not.
Are we going to touch like the map where we get split up into all sorts of directions?
The book is open.
That's all right. I can get my little metal claw from Old Mate and use that to pick it up.
Good idea. Or we can just
that's fine.
blow the pages over. See what this is all about.
Yeah, the book is already open, so the word's already on it.
Turn pages.
No, but we're turning pages.
You want to turn it before you read the first page.
Well, we're actually going to get to it because it's in the middle on the platform, isn't it?
It is way over there, so yeah, you can't really do anything
all right,
yet.
we're going to misty step over and grab it.
I can't.
Have you got enough spells
read
left? Have we got enough spells
Yeah.
left? Because I know almost nobody does.
I've got a misty step.
That's a shame. You could do some Arcana if you could get over there.
Yeah, I've got one misty step, but I wouldn't be able to get back.
Point well made.
Okay, what if I misty step over and chuck it to you?
You want me with the rolling 1 dexterity to catch
What if I misty step over there and chuck it to you, Freya?
I've got really good dexterity.
Fantastic. I'm going to misty step over and I'm going to pick up the book, but I'm going to use my metal claw, otherwise known as
Caradril's Claw. Caradril's Gauntlet,
His gauntlet. Now, I do believe that thing's got like a chain on it.
It does,
It does. Good memory.
Yeah. So I'm just going to, just in case someone misses, I've still got the hold on the chain.
It is about the same distance, almost not.
That's okay.
But yeah,
They can
that would
use
probably work.
arms to
Yeah, as long as it doesn't drop it in the air on the way over.
Okay, so I'm going to do that.
All right, so you're closing the book.
Freya, I don't want you to grab the book by the book. I want you to grab it by the gauntlet, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, are you closing the book first?
No, the gauntlet's slipped in like this, like a little bookmark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah?
Good idea. Clever,
And then I've just clamped it down.
Yep. Okay, that'll probably make it fly a little bit differently, but it is clamped, so that's good.
And it's just going to be
I
forced.
do love whenever you guys have to solve a problem like this, how slow the speech gets. Like it slows down to, I pick up.
That's because we're all traumatized from the time we didn't tie a rope to something, and now we're like, what do we need to tie? Something's going to go airborne.
There's
what are we
always
tying it to?
something's going to happen, so we have to have all the technicalities covered up.
Yes.
Like,
So you can't be like, interesting choice. Book's closed. You have no idea. No. It's clamped on. It's there. Freya, grab it by the thing. Do I need to roll for that? I feel like it's a throw.
It is a
She
throw.
needs
It's a
to.
dexterity throw.
Oh, I thought it'd be a dexterity.
But I will let you have that at advantage. Because it's
nice.
because of the chain. I feel like if you didn't get it right, you just pull the chain back. So at advantage, 2 dice.
Yeah, no, I rolled 2 dice.
Oh dear. How did that go?
Okay, my highest is a 4, inclusive of the modifier. But it's okay because
Wow.
I'm holding the chain. I'm holding the chain.
That throw's so bad it doesn't leave
Yeah.
the outcropping.
I just drop it.
It basically it launches over the edge like you're fishing.
Okay, right. I pull it back up.
It is now dangling over the holes, the abyssal holes beneath that are just, there's stars underneath as well. If you look down, you can see some of those holes go to stars. Some of them. All the swirling stuff, though, has stopped. So that's good.
Okay.
There's no tentacles.
It's okay. It's just a shitty throw. I go,
oops.
Sorry, guys.
And all the people on this side are like, oh, my God.
Yeah, no, sorry.
And so I just lightning than this.
Yeah, so I just kind of rope it back up.
Yep.
I'm like so embarrassed. And I just throw it again.
Okay, this time I'm not going to make you roll because eventually with that thing
It's a
hanging
throw.
on,
It's
it'll
a
just
throw.
go over. It just might not be an easy one to catch.
All right, but dexterity.
But I will with a 19 plus 5.
She catches it easily. She basically catches it and shakes hand with the gauntlet without touching the book.
She high fives it first.
Sorry, plus 4.
Woo! And gets it, and
Plus 4.
it falls at your feet,
Yep.
still
And
open,
Opens perfectly. Okay.
with the gauntlet still attached to it.
So when I'm looking at this language,
It is not in common, but it is a language
That I know.
that you partially recognise.
so I know Celestial, Common, Deep Speech, Thieves Can't.
Yes, definitely not the last one. It is, to the best way of you understanding it, it is a form of Celestial, but you don't necessarily understand all of it. It's a little bit like when you're with the dragon, and you can understand some words. Yeah.
I'm going to chuck you a fish.
Are you going to go back, though? You don't have to chuck it.
I've got no way to get back over there
Oh
right
my
now.
God, this is the end of Kaa'Riin's story.
Yeah, that's right. I'm actually just going to grab. I'm just going to grab. What's my fish's name? I love him.
Douglas.
Douglas. I'm just going to take him off my neck. I'm going to thread him over the chain and just like a little. He's just going to slide down.
Actually,
over.
you've got a
That's
little,
good.
Yeah. So he's like,
Yeah. He's just
in multiple languages.
Douglas. I'm like, I'm sending Douglas.
I'm Douglas.
If someone doesn't draw that for a comic strip, I'll be devastated.
Douglas is thrilled with this move, but he's now hanging just over the edge because obviously you can't just get over the last bit and
Flying
hoping one of you
foxfish.
picks it up. So who picks up Douglas?
Yeah, I'll go pick up him.
All right.
I'll pick up him.
And you want Douglas to read
Pick him
the
up?
book?
Yes, please.
Freya, can you give him a little something, like some drink or something? I don't think I've fed him for a bit.
Oh, I'll just.
You just make the noises.
I'll make him some liquid.
Oh no!
Just some water. We surely have
Don't have
water.
to spit at the fish to go, there you go.
Well, I'll just give him some water out of my backpack then.
That would be the first choice for most.
Fine.
Remember that 10% I talked about?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just weird.
All right.
Okay. He starts to translate the book, and it doesn't take long before the book takes over.
Hi, I'm Oji Atosan, and I play the book from there. There is a gift for those who blindly follow, who may even pause to question but ultimately choose the wisdom of mystics over their own. It is not enlightenment, for that would surely not be possible with eyes so closed, wrapped in the darkness of such prideful silence. It is not any of the other gifts already bestowed upon those who draw breath. The power to gaze into the stars, the wonder of a word whispered, the moments shared in unexpected glory. These are already yours. This gift, though, is endless. It is the solace of nothingness. No fear, no hate, no calm before storms that tear us apart. No sudden pain stealing our greatest moments from our grasp. No loss when victory should be celebrated. No days to come, no nights to hide. No agony, no solitude, no pride, no need for hope. That is the prize for those who follow with eyes hidden from the light. An end to all things.
So on the bright side, no, I don't know how to end that sentence.
Sorry, I'm still taking notes.
Cult, bad, void coming.
In summary,
Oh,
cold, bad, void
Can
coming.
we go back to old mate's dying speech and what he said? Because I was just so busy being like, can you fucking hurry up? Did he say something was coming, like Andanock or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
And I wrote Angelac. Angelac?
That's pretty close.
That's
Angela.
I'm not going to give you any more. You've got to listen to these things.
I did listen, and I wrote it down. I just couldn't, the accent and the coughing, I couldn't get it.
Angela.
Don't write the coughing down.
Angela.
We're close enough.
I'd look close enough. What could go wrong?
Well, exactly. Getting names wrong.
So it's like some kind of ultimate power.
Coming
where you
from
have no fear.
Another universe to punish us for worshipping false gods without understanding who or what we're worshipping.
I think you use the word reward and prize ironically. I don't think there is a prize or a reward.
I think he's talking punishment.
So prize for those who follow with eyes hidden from the light.
Follow blindly. There'll be an endless gift of absolute nothingness. That sounds okay. I'm tired.
At this stage, I'll just take it.
Did we do all right though? Like, what did we get on our comprehension test?
You did actually pretty well, yeah. There are things that aren't quite spot on, but I was not going to stop you and change those because what you said was pretty accurate too.
Okay.
But now you're in a chamber. The people are still worried.
Yeah, fair.
What are you worried about? Did you see? I just smoked those guys.
Yeah.
They got smoked. What are you worried about? We're going.
The 6 people who are missing.
Well.
7.
Only 7?
7 so far out of the 20.
We did pretty well.
We did okay.
Hey, we're above 50%.
Yeah.
This is not the measurement that most heroes hold themselves to. If we save half the people, we've done good.
Let's just work on getting out of here. No, we're going to go find your parents.
Actually, yes, but also, can I say that it's not that we only saved like this many. If we hadn't stopped if we hadn't stopped the tentacle gods, I think it would have been much more damage than 7.
Like, think about fine, the immediate people with us who also died heroes. Let's be real. When we tell everyone else.
Yes, when we tell everyone else. That Minotaur was brave.
They died heroes. And we saved the world from what was going on here. Not just the 20 people in the
okay.
thing.
We pat ourselves on the back.
Everything's fine. Nobody worry about anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I just got to roll this D20. You do hear the slithering, horrible sounds. And again, somebody is gone.
But
we're nowhere near this one because you're in the middle of this chamber. But yeah, someone just got pulled back into that chamber.
We stopped it.
You stopped this room.
We can't play whack-a-mole, Cory, is all I'm saying.
Well, but you did not kill Brother of Menteith.
Oh, doy, yes. I forgot that was even...
Well, forgetting someone, a random elven servant is now dead. Someone who was actually serving at the... they were just there doing a day's work.
Yeah.
$5.50 an hour, plus tips. But these people were stingy.
Yeah, the rich tend to be.
Wow.
Okay, well, hold on. Let's think about what's happened here. He got smoked. We've got the book. We have some more information about the book.
You're trapped on a platform in the center of the room.
I'm trapped on a platform, so I need to get back over.
Yeah. Oh! I have this.
Oh, here we go.
I still have this.
Go.
We kept our backpacks of flight and extras.
Absolutely could have used those, yes.
I totally forgot we had those backpacks.
Fly over here, bitch.
All right, strap it on and let's go.
I also did not need to use a Misty Step to get back onto the frickin' thing.
All right, it doesn't fire up.
Oh.
It has 1 charge a day, and you used it before to go to the ball.
No, that was yesterday.
It's the same day.
No, that's all right, because we each strapped one on like a fanny pack, so she'll just trade them.
So you think there's one she hasn't used?
Yeah.
All right.
Is there not?
How many do we have?
You had like 2 each for some reason to try and make it work, and I don't know how we allowed that, but anyway, we did.
Yeah, we did. So
okay, one of them works.
Oh, damn, this one's flat. So I just
switch it around.
And I'm like,
I measured it happening really slowly.
Yeah, like real slow. I've got this shit-eating grin on my face the whole time.
It's only a few meters, but it's like, and everyone's watching you.
Like, those chairs, those old people chairs to go up the steps, and they're painstakingly slow.
So slow.
Yes, this one does come across very slowly, but in a few moments, you do find yourself on the other ledge.
Okay.
And people are mildly impressed. They're like, I guess that's good that you got back here, but I mean,
surely there'd be more charge in it, though. Like, still, I mean, that was
fine.
a big
You
flight.
made it slow, not me.
So I'm going to put that in away, whatever. And now we're all together again. Yes.
Yes.
And there's no threats around us.
Yes, there is one.
Yeah.
old mate's coming.
How you forgot him? He just took a person a few seconds before.
That's right. Sorry, I forgot about that. So a long rest is not a good idea. I just really want my spells back.
Yeah.
I know, same.
Okay, that's fine. We've got cantrips. We've got an axe over there.
Yep. I have a bow and arrow.
Right. Okay, we've got this. Okay, so how many people do we have left?
How many people have you got left? All right. 4, 9, 11.
All
3
right.
of whom you think are important enough to have protected individually.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hottie.
Your hot elf.
For a variety of reasons.
Who still hasn't got a name. We should run a competition for his name.
Oh. Let's name him like something
Like
real fishy, like Byron.
I think, you know what, you named the woman you killed, Shayla. Just want to bring that up again.
Yeah.
So I think that
don't
Alana
get-
should name the hot elf.
No, it's going to be something bad.
She is so
Like
happy with this.
Kaa'Riin, spelled Kaa'Riin. Sorry if
Jeff.
anyone has spelled like that.
My
He's a
name's Jeff.
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 But not even spelt right.
But also
J-E-F.
I kind of like that. Almost like Jiff.
He whispers to you.
My name is Jiff.
They call me Jeff. But in a
give
in
a
a
Kiwi
Kiwi
accent.
accent, they call me Jeff.
He gets hotter because you know who was Jeff? Channing Tatum in that movie.
Yeah, I love it in that movie.
Look, all he had to say was Channing Tatum.
Yeah. I love
And
that that's
that's
who
what
he
he
looks
goes,
like to you, and that no
"What
matter
was
how
that?"
bad his name can
But
be.
he goes back to high school and he's an undercover cop.
21 Jump Street.
That's
Yeah.
it. And he goes, my name is Jeff. So he's
this
hot.
is Jeff.
So
Jeff
Jeff
is here.
a hot name.
Yep.
Any Jeffs out there?
Don't call
Don't
for
start
that.
Don't
Don't
call
call
for
for
that.
Cut that.
What do you like to do next?
Okay, so can we see any reasonable method of... We just need to fight him, don't we?
Yeah, but
Okay.
I think
Maybe.
I can still just... Oh no, I've got no big spells left. But I think I've still got my pew-pew guns. I think I can use those whenever I want. So we're weaponed up.
You still get your axe too. I mean, that thing never fails.
I got my axe, got my pew-pews. When can I stop calling my lightning? The turn's over, isn't it?
No, there's still a cloud in the room, but he's not in the room. He's pulling things through the tunnels that you're standing in front
that's
of.
right. Okay.
Is there any clear space where we can kind of wedge ourselves into a corner with people behind us that doesn't have a tunnel on it?
Let's roll perception.
Oh, you can definitely get your back to a wall. It's just not tunnels all the way around. You can get your back to a wall.
Okay.
But he's tentacly. He can reach around
That's
walls.
all right, though. Yeah, but if we can get the people behind us, get our backs against a wall
Yeah.
with us in front and ready actions.
Yeah.
And just...
Let's do that. Semicircle
pew-pew
around
and-
them.
Yeah?
All right, so you're saying put them in between some of the tunnels and stand ready for it to come through the tunnels. Because there's only like
No.
a metre of ledge. You can't put them behind you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, okay. How much space is between one tunnel and the next?
It's random. Sometimes
okay.
it's distance, sometimes
the
there's not
one
much.
that is in front of me and the one that's behind me, how much distance is there?
A metre and a half.
Okay.
They're really close together.
Okay, is that enough space to put people between us
a metre and a half.
we stand there and then there?
In a metre and a half, you'd probably get 3 of the 11 people you've got left.
No way. We can cram them.
It's a metre ledge. You cram them too tightly,
Side on.
they're
Lay
going
on
over.
top of each other.
Sardines.
Yeah, like they won't tip into the holes
Survival.
of doom below.
Oh, I just want to try and increase because, like, you're making us feel guilty for like losing people, but I want to
What do you
increase
mean
how many
I'm
people.
making you feel
Shush,
guilty.
I want to increase
Losing
how many
people should make you feel guilty.
I want to increase how many people we can potentially protect at the same time.
All right, so what's
Understood.
the goal here? Is to leave this area?
At the moment, we need to we stop being picked off one by one, and I think we need to fight Old Mate.
Do we need to fight him? Or should we go up through the big hole at the top and exit?
And how do you propose we go up against gravity?
You already said what you're down here to do. You didn't come down here to escape.
Yeah, we came here to find your parents.
Yeah, but if we keep traveling towards I don't know.
Hey, there's a gem, by the way, that I still want. Yeah, Brandy Buck, give me my effing gem already.
I ain't free yet.
Oh, get over yourself. You're fine. Give me the freaking gem, please.
Okay, we are down here to hopefully save my parents, but
Okay, I've
to
got it.
get there, we have to not die.
It's fine. We're going to get these people out of here, but we're staying down.
Okay.
There's a tunnel that goes up. I still have a shapeshift left.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm just going to do my classic turn into a spider thing. It's going to be gross for everyone, but they're your options. Or, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to make them get on my back. I'm going to climb up. I'm going to put a spider web rope down. They can climb up and get the hell out of here, and then we continue on our way.
That sounds good.
Cool. And then just hope that Brother Menteith continues to come after us because he's after me because I killed...
Yeah, we'll take on these issues. Okay, I turn around. I say, people who are left, thanks for sticking with us.
Great heroes.
Go forth and speak of our heroism. Okay, new plan. We're getting you out of here. We're going to stay down here. Something creepy's about to happen. Stay with me. I'm going to turn into a spider. I'm going to crawl up. Yeah? I'm going to make a rope. Down. Yep. You climb the rope. Off you go. Are we all good with that?
And we'll just defend the bottom until they're clear?
Yep. These two are going to stand guard the bottom until you're all good, okay? Is everyone good with that? You're the crowd, Cory.
Look, they're going to do it, but they're not confident. But they also know if they stay here, they're going to die. Yep. So this doesn't even need to be persuasion or anything like that. This is the only other choice other than death.
This is 2 options, 1 choice, okay?
Yes.
All right.
I slip my gorgeous girly my spare backpack.
Oh, wait, which gorgeous girly?
She takes it. She takes the backpack. But then she whispers, I'm not going.
Interesting.
Well, we've got to persuade her. I'll try and persuade her.
Love it. All right. Sure.
All right. It's going to be really simple.
It's going to be a disadvantage.
Why?
I'll tell you in a second.
Why?
Because I'll tell you in a second. Because I know stuff you don't know.
Why? Why?
What would you like to say to her?
Okay, real simple. Put it this way. Stay here, die, go up, live.
She makes her way.
She's absolutely right.
Roll me your persuasion at
Safer.
disadvantage. She already moves her way behind you and says, I know who she is.
Who? Me?
That's what she just says to you.
These people did watch you kill someone at the ball.
Some of them quite closely.
Okay, so I got 16 plus 6, but then I got an 8 plus 6.
Mm-hmm. She moves behind Morrigan. She doesn't fall for it, but Kaa'Riin, you definitely climb up.
Not before I say to Randy Buck, you're going first. I'm getting that gem, and then you're fucking up out of here, and I never want to see your dumbass face again. Do you understand?
Tell me how you pick which hole you go through. God, that's an awful sentence. Tell me how. Don't look at me like that.
How are you going to make it better? That's the issue.
I don't know.
Front, rear, or top? Because,
I want to go through the
exit,
tunnel.
Squirming.
None of them work.
There are tunnels above you that you may choose to partake of.
I go for the widest one. The widest one.
Well, that's an interesting choice, but how do you make your choice? It's just by the biggest one?
Biggest one.
All right, flick that coin again for me, and we'll see whether it was 1 or 2.
2.
What was it last time?
2. I've only got 2 options. You can't be that surprised.
No, but it's interesting what is happening, because this is very surprising to me that things could have happened right now, but I'm not going to tell you what they were. But when you do climb out of the hole at the top,
I crawl up as a spider.
you stay in the hole, but
And
you
then
climb
I
out and have a
go
look
at the
around.
top. Yeah, I make sure all my sticky web's secure.
Righto.
Yep.
You are in the city, so the people here are climbing out into Indy Flanora. It is actually very similar to the courtyard you saw when you were coming down, but you notice that the armies are gone. They've left. And so everything is now empty. There's strewn around bits of rubbish and whatnot. Everyone climbs out safely. Randy stands on as far away from people as possible, and he wants to be as far from you as he can. He knows what you are. He just puts down the gem and tries to back away into a side street. He keeps eye contact with the entire way, and then is gone.
Love it.
Unless you want to do anything at all about that. That's up to you, but I'm just letting you know what his plan is.
I just lift up my spider leg and I just kind of flip in the bird as much as I can.
Spider finger bird.
My spider finger bird. Fuck you. Shit.
Or bird finger spider? I don't know. I don't know bird eating spiders.
Yeah.
The people who are left, except for the one who decided to stay with you. The people who are left, even Hot Elf.
He ditched.
He's gone.
What a dog.
You just see a sparkle of glitter.
Oh, well.
He goes last.
Sucked
and
in.
as he's going up last, he looks once back towards you and says, perhaps in another time, in another place, we could have partaken of this joy together. And he's like, everyone else is like, shut up.
Freya's on the ick now because
You're gone.
little bish.
Be quiet.
As he gets further away, he becomes less attractive.
Yeah.
Because there's less to notice about his features. They are saved. Now, what would you like to do?
Okay, I got to grab the gem in my little pincers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was going to crawl back down and turn back to myself.
All I will tell you about that one is there's a green one. Is that a green one?
Yeah, it's great.
Yay!
I was like, can I give you this green gem?
Do you know, I actually forgot that you were colourblind for a second.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before,
You
but I'm
haven't
colourblind.
told us about that in ages.
No, I forgot
I was
to
like,
wear
what do you mean
I'm
it was green?
colourblind
So-
t-shirt. That one is
Jealous.
glowing
What have you got?
brightly.
Red.
Guys, we're getting there.
I love when I
Nice.
give clues I don't hear.
No, sorry, he's glowing brightly. I heard it, and I've written it down, but I haven't yet.
All right. And yeah, what would you like to do from here?
We'll need to fight The uglier Menteith.
Menteith's brother is still here somewhere, yes.
Yeah. We ready?
You're just going to stand whole.
He's coming for us.
Let's just start walking to your parents and bump into him on the way. I'm sure he'll come for us.
All right, how do you know where the
because we can
parents
ready
are?
in action and
Wait, should we talk to the girl who decided to say, like, hey, what the hell?
No, just accept it.
Okay.
Can we just ask why?
Give me this.
Love it.
I say, I trust
So we
you with
gave
my
them-
life, Morrigan, so if
we
that's what you
gave them
say,
the
I love
option
you.
to get out safely, and they went back into the tunnels to take on.
Freya, you owe me. Don't
No,
question
once
it.
you
We're
didn't, she
moving
didn't
on.
leave.
Not this one.
No.
Oh yeah, I'll ask her.
Everyone else is gone.
Why'd you say?
Freya, you owe me. No questions.
Oh man, retract.
Actually, that's true. You really fucked up.
I did.
And
Okay.
and I'll let you even roll an intimidation check on that one. You
Why?
don't need to, but I want to see whether Freya feels how angry you are. No, not you, Freya. You're not intimidating her. You're being intimidated. You're like, I'm really intimidating you to fear me as I
I was like,
back
my
off.
intimidation's pretty good.
I'm just going to back off intimidatorily.
That is an 8 plus 5.
I got to tell you, this is the
Look, you got
most.
pretty good intimidation.
This is the most frightening you've seen her be to you.
Okay.
You know that this is stern. It's
Yeah.
not the best. You know, you're not that freaked out.
Stern.
Yeah, you're like, I know what you're aiming for. You're not pulling it off, but I know what you're trying to do, so I'm
Yeah.
going to back away.
Radio.
All right. Still on you guys.
We are going to, because I know we can ready in action while we're walking. So if we just keep her in the middle of us, we've got defenses.
Yep.
In terms of how I know where we're going, Freya has been to where we're going before.
Yeah. I wish I had a compass.
We'll
that's it. All right.
We'll get you one.
There
Not
is
sure
a very
why, but
affordable.
okay. Yep.
I was
We'll go
looking at
east.
I was looking at the list of feats the other day, and one of them is to always know where north is. It's
There
like
you
not
go.
where we ever we rarely talk about directions and stuff, but interesting thing that you can.
Yeah, but you know that.
Yeah.
That's when I don't have that gift.
It would be that way.
Yeah.
Are you pointing?
Yeah.
Oh, you mean in real life? Indy has that.
Indy has
really?
that in
The
real
skill.
life.
Okay.
Oh,
Jordan has it in real life too. Me, I know where I am ever.
Huh.
No idea. You know where I am? Right fucking here. I don't know where that is. Point on a map. I want to know what way to look at the map. Don't know. Some people just have true north built in. Oh, okay. Sorry, what are we doing? We're trying to find your parents.
Yes, and the reason we know where we're going is because both Freya has been down here before for collecting the sword, but also
Collecting's a cute way to put it.
Yeah, retrieving her,
Yeah.
Adopting,
There you go.
and
adopt.
also reminding you that you have no ability to question me right now. Our friend here might also know where we're going.
Freya's memory of it is vague, but the sword's memory is better. But there are new
Strong.
holes and tunnels
Yeah.
everywhere now, so the sword doesn't know precisely where to go. If you check with the sword, what the sword does, and it's in Freya's hand at the moment, it constantly, every time it gets a free moment, it seems to be sketching in the ground the shape it did last time, the
The rune.
runes of your parents. It keeps sketching that.
Okay, I turn to my girly, and I say, "We can protect you. Do you know how to get where we're going? Do you know how? Can you help me help them? Them being my parents."
She whispers back to you, there are lots more tunnels now, but she says some of them are dry and some of them are covered in slime. The new ones are covered in slime.
Is he making
Right.
the tunnels?
Okay. So
He was sliming his way through because it made him
Yeah,
faster.
making the tunnels. Gotcha. The old tunnels won't have slime.
So we need to follow the old tunnels.
Yeah.
girls, help me search. We're looking for dry tunnels without the slime.
Got it.
Perception.
Investigate.
Investigate. Yeah.
Fuck,
I'm
investigate.
getting so good at these calls.
We can almost say Stacey does D&D.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to leave the show.
I have to put an asterisk. I'll just put an asterisk. Put an asterisk at the end of the name.
Some girls who.
9 plus 4.
17 plus 2.
Oh, thank God.
Yay, now that it matters. You're like, now that I'm looking for my family, okay, I'll put in some effort.
Yeah, I'm motivated now.
Yes, Morrigan does find a dry tunnel, and you make your way through that, and
Wait,
it doesn't
I
take
got
long.
19.
And Freya tries to make it look like she found it first. What order would you like to walk in?
Girly in the middle. Are we going to make a triangle with the three of us? Or like 2 in the front, 1 in the back?
Oh, okay.
Or one
so
next to,
we're
1
gonna
in
triangle
front?
and she's going to go in the middle.
You can fit 2 side by side.
Yeah, so a triangle with her in the middle will work.
Okay.
You're bunched up, but it's fine.
Oh, is it still dark?
Yes, it is in these ones.
So
It's only bright in that
go
room.
first.
I'll lead then.
I'm going to go to the right.
It does take a little bit of time, and your person here is tapping you on the shoulder every now and then, as if to say maybe down this way, as she finds some things that she can recognise. And you keep going through you keep going through places that just have the slime. You can hear that noise occasionally behind you, but it doesn't get close. You can hear it echoing through chambers, as though it is stalking you. It's looking for an opportunity.
Yep.
You eventually find a series of cells, and most of them are empty. It doesn't take too long until you find one of them that has like a pile of clothes in the corner, and a moment later you realise they're not clothes, they're people.
Oh no.
Morrigan, you recognise your mother and your father, although he is barely clinging to life, skin and bone.
Yeah.
Your mother turns to see you, and this room is a bit brighter, she can definitely see you, and just says, "Why don't you just let him go?" before turning her head away from you.
Oh, she thinks I'm her.
I have good berries. I can heal him.
Do you have a spell slot?
Yeah, I've got heaps.
Yeah?
I've got 4 spell slots and all my healing's under it. I'm going to give them to you to give to him, though. I think that's just a bit nicer. Or maybe his wife. I'm not going to masticate them.
She hands
It just
you-
feels a little too...
That's where I draw the line.
You just hear...
It's all quiet.
Don't worry, I've got you, she says with a mouthful. She hands you some good berries.
Yeah, and I am holding them in my cupped hands, and I get down on my knees in front of her, and I'm like, I am not her. I am so sorry. This is all my fault. I'm not her. Please, these are good berries. Please, will you let me give them to him?
Roll persuasion.
20!
No.
Plus 5, because it matters. This is my family.
Okay, from now on when you roll, you need to put someone in your head.
Okay.
That's the only thing about family, no matter what you're doing.
Okay.
Wow. I was totally ready to do the whole, oh no, they do not accept these from you. But your mother sees something in your eyes, something different. And you can see there's still hesitation. All right. This is a big deal for her. And she doesn't know whether to trust you or not. All right. She says, you take one first.
I pop it on my mouth immediately. I chew really intentionally, and then I open my mouth.
Rub your throat.
I chew, I swallow really audibly, and then I open my mouth and I move my tongue around so she can see I'm not hiding it anywhere.
And she remembers the moments from your childhood where you tried to hide all the medicine that she gave you to make you feel better. I know that trick, she says, but you've clearly done it. She takes the good berries. She doesn't take a single one of them herself, though. She gives them all to him. And it doesn't make a massive difference. It's not instant that he jumps up or anything like that. It's a long-term issue. It's like having exhaustion, which Freya still has. And did you only do any skills this? You're at disadvantage anyway, but you are still at disadvantage and not moving fast. But he is alive, and I mean, it's not like he was going to die anyway. But you've at least made it further away.
How are they even? I thought they based on the runes and stuff. I thought they didn't have their souls.
You can still exist without your soul.
Oh shit!
It does have an impact upon you.
I have a logistical question
Mm-hmm.
for you.
Okay.
Is there any way to tell what soul is in a gem?
Usually by taking it out.
Well, that's no good.
Doesn't help you. No.
Because whose
They're
soul
experts.
is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah, the green one. Yeah.
Whose is that? Whose is that? I don't know. We could just be putting souls in anyone.
It could be.
Do history check. Do my parents know how to read souls and stones?
You can roll that.
That's a no. 11.
It's a no.
What about the girl that came with us? Does she have any specific skill set in that world?
Can she?
No, she does not have that specific
Why is she
skill set.
here?
Can I do an Arcana check on my stone?
Ignored again. You can do an Arcana check.
In the same way that I could do a history check?
It's pretty close.
Okay. Would a 16 plus 5 make it?
Yes, it would.
You do remember when you first picked up one of the gems,
Yeah.
way back on the ship, that it felt like it spoke to you,
Yeah.
and it sounded like your mother.
Just can't remember if it's this one because I lost them and then I got one back. And I would hate to put my mum's soul in my dad's body.
It feels as though...
Hey, that could be fun though. That's what we've always wanted to know.
Freaky
What's
Friday.
it like? What's it like?
Yes, you do remember that one in particular stood out to you. And with that roll, yes, I'll say that precisely the one that you're talking about. is the gem you remember picking up. It feels right to you.
Okay. Do I need the rune? Do I need Swordy to draw the rune again?
All comes down to how well you know your lore.
Oh, I know the words. I don't know if I need the rune, but I know I have the rune. I need the rune. Okay, fuck it. I am using the sharp point of the gem to carve the rune into my hand, just in case it needs to be in blood. Like I'm covering my bases. I'm drawing my toe the rune in the sands, and I'm going all in. I'm holding the stone, and I'm hopeful, and I'm looking into my mother's eyes as I say, "O force beyond, an angel sung, upend the words of unwise tongue. I pray a godly gift bestowed, return the lost soul to fresh abode. As payment for this boon I yield, and offer self instead as shield. And I'm putting all of my hopes, all of my dreams into this."
So you actually did write that down back in the day.
I did.
Yes, that is what you say when you are putting souls back into people from the book, from the library. Yeah.
How'd you remember that?
Yeah, good job.
How do you remember we even did that?
This was the only option for me to have my parents back, so I wrote it down.
And remembered.
Sweet.
Not that I'm dirty. Not that this could have been a moment where you accidentally put Vinny into your parents.
Scroll.
Scroll. I was going to have fun with the idea that Vinny suddenly turned up, and Honey perhaps, or somebody like that. But yes, the souls both leave that gem.
Souls.
2 souls in that one, and you can see it's almost like a breath of air sucks into both of their bodies, and your mother and your father rise.
Oh my God! It's both of them?
And you have your parents sort of back.
I'm already
behind bars, but
I'm already on my knees and desperate and bleeding but I just start sobbing with relief, and I'm like, I am so sorry. I am so glad that you're back. I can't believe, Mom, Dad, I'm so glad to see you.
The lady, I'm just going to call her the lady in white now. The lady in white puts her arms around you, and the guy behind your father says, "What's she doing here?" And your mother steps right in front of him and says, "Enough. Now, how are you getting us out?"
Lockpicking skills.
Yeah, I can do that. Who's this chick?
And why aren't her parents a little
questions
more
asked?
Why aren't the parents a little more happy to see you?
Me?
Yeah.
I don't know if they know that I'm split.
Your mother's excited, but she's wary.
Yeah,
Right.
but I
She
don't even
saw
know if they
something
know
different.
I'm split.
Okay.
I don't know at which point, if I just came home one day and looked them up.
Got it.
From their perspective, that is precisely what happened.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
It is. And look, that's why she's moved straight to, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Or is this just another game?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Motivations become clear.
All right, I'm going to use my thieves' tools.
All right, where are you trying to pick?
The lock.
There isn't one.
Oh.
It is just bars, ceiling to floor.
Okay.
You can actually see a little bit of a red magical film around the edge side of it, like a crackling.
Oh, this is a magic thing. Roll Arcana.
Don't even need to roll Arcana because you always identify magic that easily. It's magic again.
Yeah, but what kind of magic?
Can we get more
But if
details?
you wish to roll Arcana, you should. I'm just giving you what you got last time.
Well, in the Santa Claus movie, they have this really fun tinsel. It's magic and it cuts through everything.
Mhm.
So do I have that?
No.
I rolled in total 19.
Oh. You do recognize this is some very powerful magic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to even tell you what type it is because it doesn't really matter in this situation. You just know that if you touch that, you will not survive. None of you from touching it.
Hey guys, have you heard of Goldbelly? It's this amazing site where they ship the most iconic, famous foods from restaurants across the country, anywhere, nationwide. I've never found a more perfect gift than food. They ship Chicago deep dish pizza, New York bagels, Maine lobster rolls, and even Ina Garten's famous cakes. So if you're looking for a gift for the food lover in your life, head to goldbelly.com and get 20% off your first order with promo code GIFT.
Whether your business has 6 floors or 6 employees, Walmart Business has everything you need to save time, money, and hassle. You can restock your break room with bulk ordering or bulk up your ordering team with shared payments. And you can get it all delivered straight to your business's door, whether that's on Wall Street or Main Street. Walmart Business. It's the Walmart you love, now for your business. Learn more at business.walmart.com.
Learning through play starts with Lego Duplo. With Lego Duplo, toddlers can develop real-life skills while having fun with colorful bricks made just for them. Large, easy to grip, and safe to explore. When children express themselves with Lego Duplo, they build patience, problem-solving, and empathy. See your child learn perseverance and self-expression with everything they imagine and create. Visit lego.com/preschool to learn more.
Okay, I'm going to do a perception check to see where the little keypad is. Keypad. Oh, that's a 20.
So where is it?
So where's the little keypad to let them out?
There's no keypad.
Well,
where's the thing to
It's
let
funny
them
you
out?
say that because I originally wrote down that there was going to be a keypad, had a whole little mission that was reliant upon you finding some numbers. And then I went, no, I hate that, and cut it.
Well,
so instead you just got bars, ceiling to floor.
Okay, well, I'm just still looking around for some kind of clue that would help them.
I've given you a fair bit. There are bars, ceiling to floor.
Should we go? Oh, should we? Okay, go dig under, like Prison Break.
Let's dig under.
You could try that if there are. That's going to take a while.
Well,
okay. Well, that's what I was reading, from floor to ceiling as well.
Hang on, how wide are these bars? Could you just fit through them?
No, because we can't touch the magical thing.
A mouse could.
But you can't touch the magical thing.
A mouse could get through them without touching them, but unfortunately there were no more wild shapes left.
And also,
what happens when you get in
Still
there?
wouldn't help you much.
What happens? I'm in there, I'm like,
yay, I'm in here with them.
Yay! You're not alone.
Party over here. Like, what are you doing? Okay. We got to find a way to turn this magic off, right?
And you've given us
surely there's like a lever or something.
It's
Surely
just
there's
this
like
massive lever on the wall.
like a red button. There's something.
Lever in the wall that says Kronk.
Yeah, pull the lever, Kronk. Thank you. I was like, I know I've said it so many times, so I was like, I whispered it.
Sounds like something I was going to do, and I didn't do that either.
Okay, but you've given us information. It's just that we're not reading that information.
There's not a lot to work with, except your own imagination. Freaking imagination again.
Fucking hate it when he makes us use our imagination.
Well, obviously
what if we just shoot it?
With
In this
my finger
enclosed
pew
space.
guns.
Yeah.
I just really want to use them. Yeah. All right, I'm going to shoot them.
Are you still a spider? Are you shooting
No,
with
I
8 legs?
shot.
You came back.
Changed back, but wait. No, I did. I said I come down. I get it in my little pincers. I come down, change back to myself.
Oh,
You'll
okay,
hear
so
it when you're
I hit
editing. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna like stand back. I'm gonna try and pew 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 pew. That was too many pews.
All right.
Back against the wall, guys. Back against the wall. And then I just look for like a spot where I can see the red tinsel, which is what it's now.
Okay. Yeah, it's not, but fine. Shoot at it.
Pew pew. 17.
Definitely hits.
Great.
How much damage does it do?
2d. 7 plus 4, 11.
It looks weaker for a second, but then it powers back up again. But it does look like when you hit it, it has an impact, like it weakens and then sort of powers back
Fireball
up.
it, Morrigan.
You got a fireball
Wait,
left?
can we all just stand together and shoot shit at it?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah. Let's do it together.
We can do that.
Okay. You're fireballing, I'm
Are we going to hurt
pew-pewing.
Mum and Dad though?
I am unfortunately not fireballing.
You could hurt them,
Oh,
but I
yeah,
guess
that's
you'd have to
fair.
think about what you can do to protect them.
Oh, I could put a shield up. Oh, no, I can't.
That's for you.
Just, you guys go in the corner. Go in
Okay.
the corner and get under. Do you have a bed in there? I don't know. Just get in the corner.
There's a bit of room in there. There's enough
Is
of
there
room
a
to get
bed?
him. No, just a
She
floor.
gave him no bed.
No.
Just the floor.
Just a floor.
Mo.
Sorry, she even left them in the clothes they had. Clothes that clearly define them as royal, but right now they just look ratty and old and torn.
Okay. All right, guys, go to the corner. We're going to do the best we can.
Okay, what's everyone doing?
Just like, I can just shoot this as many times as I want. There's,
It needs to all be done in one go to overwhelm it.
yeah, so we're going to do this together.
Yep.
What have you got to throw?
Acid splash.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Got it.
Alrighty.
Let's all go. Roll our shit.
I'm not going to, don't worry about hitting. From this perspective,
okay.
you would be able
Oh.
to hit pretty easily.
Damage.
It's all about how much damage you do.
8 plus 7. I got a 15.
Okay.
I'm going to have 3d6. Huh, I got 5, 4, 3.
5, 4, 3.
I got a 9 and a 7. So 16.
You had to beat 40.
What do we get?
43.
Yay!
I nearly made it 50, which I'm now like, I could have made it 50. Would have been a while. All that does though is turn off the magic. I don't know how long it will take before the magic comes back on.
And there's still not a lock to pick.
There's still no lock.
That's
it's
okay,
just
because I can
metal
axe
bars.
it now. All right, with my strength. I'm just going to...
Oh, yeah,
You
you're
ripped
still
the bars
raging.
apart.
Oh yeah, you could rage. That's advantage of strength checks.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm raging out. I'm like, let these lovely people out of here.
Let
and
my
I'm just
people free.
like,
Give me a strength check and
then double it.
And is it advantage? Yes, but not double it. Which is similar to
Just double it and take away 1 and add 10.
Nat 20 and a 13.
Yes!
Wow, that looks really cool. And it's not just that you pull them apart. It's like you grab a bundle of them, put your arms through and just pull it apart enough that they can easily step through. And you smile the whole time you're pulling it. Like, you notice this?
Like
hair
a Pilates,
is
you're
blowing.
like, just breathe through it.
You're raging, but at the same time you're going,
exhale on the
Pilates. Aggressive Pilates has worked, and they are free.
Yay, guys, we did it.
And you hear the slithering from behind you again. And it's back to you already.
I'm still raging.
You're still angry. I'm not saying there's anything there. I'm just saying you know it's close.
And I am prepared with my rage.
All right, Mum, Dad, let's go.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Follow the dry tunnels.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Let's ask Mum, Dad. Hey, Mum, Dad, where should we go?
It's been a long time, and for them, they've been in here a while, and a lot of these tunnels are new. So, maybe your new information about don't go down the wet tunnels is both horrifying to them, but enough for them to be able to follow the paths. And again, I'm just hearing how I say it out loud. We are never doing another tunnle episode ever.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Everything is above ground from now on.
Everything's above the belt from now on. A lot of mountain episodes. Sorry.
Morrigan, your mother is staying close to you and saying, once we're out of here, I know a place, but I need to know why you're doing this.
Awesome. So can I, as we're running, can I, try and explain as much as I could possibly do?
You look as you're walking along and you get out of the tunnels fairly quickly. She does know where, you know where you are. That sound is still lurking. Mm-hmm. In the street above, you now find yourself going through different parts of the town, and it's your mother clearly wants to talk to you then.
Okay. I couldn't live like it anymore. I couldn't accept that I couldn't have both, so I split myself. And I know that sounds insane, but I made a deal with someone I shouldn't have, and I split myself.
She stops you and says, I know why you split yourself. And she glances back at your dad. And she waits for you to keep going.
And a tear rolls down my face as I finally get to talk to my mum again, and I can see that she loves and accepts me for who I am.
Let's put that little trope in there.
The split, something has gone wrong. The woman that you have been facing is my other half, but she's toxic, she's poisoned, and it's all my fault.
Oh, we know. We've been here.
It's all my fault, and I'm just trying to make things right now. As soon as I found out that you guys were alive, I have been trying to make my way to you to help to get you out, and I'm so lost.
She says there'll be plenty of time for us to talk. And while she still looks wary of you, and she's taking a lot of that in, it's more overwhelming at this stage. And all she keeps saying is, I knew something was wrong. Obviously something was wrong. It'll take a while, she says. She steps back a little bit and knocks on a door, standing right there the whole time. She walked out. You guys had a conversation right in front of it. And she knocks on the door and she calls out, Maria! And takes about 2 or 3 seconds, and a key comes flying down from the window above. It's a kind of a tower. And she leans over and picks up the key and opens the door and gestures inside. Shuts the door behind, everyone's inside, and you can hear it lock. Maria comes down and just makes eye contact with you all. She's kind of an unusually frumpy elf. I think there should be frumpy elves. And yeah, she looks just delightful. And she makes eye contact with your mother and just nods and just starts pointing to the stairs for everybody. She walks over and hugs your mother and looks. The look in her eye is one of desperation. She doesn't hug your dad, though.
Oh, why is Dad in the naughty
Dad's
books?
in the fucking
Dad's a bit
doghouse.
savage.
Oh, Maria does say, are you hungry?
Yes, we're all hungry and we're tired. Can we go to sleep?
And again, she points to the stairs, but as you're going past her, she pulls bits and pieces of food. She's just trying to find food everywhere.
Aww.
So it's like a bit of bread with some butter and some fruit.
Yum. Spaghetti bolognese?
And strangely, one spaghetti bowl. She's like, and there you go away.
I feel
Yes, I was going to have
that is just such a wholesome meal. Oh, chicken soup too.
And she's like, all right, settle down. I didn't know you were coming. And then hands you chicken soup and winks.
Thank you.
She's like, I got this covered.
That's really going to make me rest up.
But yeah, there are rooms upstairs.
We're going to have a snap?
I give a sprinkle of some of my food to my fish.
Yeah. Oh, good job.
Douglas is like, oh my God, I've been waiting so long for this.
Yeah. You could put him in the soup. Oh, no.
Douglas side eyes you. Yeah, it's the heat that's the problem.
Why?
Douglas is a living sentient being.
No, I think she was saying like then it could eat.
Oh, I thought you were going to eat the fish.
I was like, why are you doing this? Oh, no. I was more like...
Your actions are questionable these days. We have to check.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's fair.
He doesn't need a lot. Someone's getting him some bread and butter and...
All right, so you're going to lie down. Are you staying?
I have never felt so small. I feel like a little kid again, and all I want to do is stay close to my mum. So if she's staying down here, I just...
For a little bit, she sits down at the table.
Yeah, and I keep my distance.
She's quite fragile. They both look very frail still. But yeah, they get some chicken soup. Fortunately, Maria was making a massive bowl. She was she's one of those preppers. She was preparing for the week ahead. She's like, oh well, maybe I'll just have to eat from the canteen this week. But she puts out soup for everybody.
Thanks,
who's
Maria.
still there? Kaa'Riin, where did you go?
To sleep.
Straight to bed.
Yeah.
So you sort this out.
I've done my work. I've earned
I have
this.
done. Oh, yeah, I'm the backbone of this survival story today, and I'm going to put my head down for a minute.
Well, finally a good night's sleep for you. Filled with dreams of your old life and bacon.
Yes, long rest.
You even dream as if you are Mr. Pickles for a while.
Oh!
And your little hands are moving accordingly. You know when cats dream?
Yeah.
I have one question for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to dream of?
My husband and child. I was actually thinking the other day while I was driving, I was like, I would actually really like to revisit them and look at how I'm going to save them. It feels so overwhelming right now that I've just kind of, what's it called when you categorize something?
Compartmentalize.
You compartmentalize it. While I was driving the other day, I was like, I need to save that family. So I would like to dream about them.
Interesting. Very interesting. Freya, what did you do?
Well, I'm also going to have a long rest, but I just have a little look around Maria's house.
You're going to steal from Maria.
No, I'm having a look. I'm not stealing.
Well, you've been, there's a room. Each of you have there's multiple rooms in this place.
What if we need something?
Are you in a room or you're going to go through rooms?
No, I'm just going to look in my room.
In the room you're in? Yep.
Well, I'm just snooping.
There's not a lot in here beyond the bed in this one. There are books in the bookshelf.
Any clues?
Roll the dice. All right, do an investigation of the room.
8.
The pillow looks very inviting. That's the problem. You keep looking around trying to find things and you're like, I just need to cark it for
All
a
right,
while.
head pillow.
And as you fall asleep, you hear a voice. And it's your stepfather, Fanati.
Who?
Fanati.
Joking, because we always forgot him.
You got me there pretty good, yeah.
You should see the
I'm like, seriously,
controlled
again?
look on Cory's face trying to take the fury out of it. That's because we always forgot he was there.
That was a good one.
But you do remember that if Fanati is talking to you through the shared tattoos, that means he's no longer with us.
This is his last message.
Oh, shit.
Freya, I know it's probably a surprise to be hearing from you and my wonderful accent.
You've done really well, actually.
That's very good.
It is good.
I need you to know something, lassie. We found the statues. But before we could align them correctly, Kaa'Riin found me. I bought Darkon as much time as I could. Your mother, young one. She's free. Perhaps I should be talking to her. To tell her that my last breath was worth her life. That she knows what love is. Love is when you want to give the universe to someone else. Just so you can see what wonders they will make of it. Freya, there is darkness around your heart now. I feel it.
You're not fucking wrong.
Don't let the shadows take you. And he's gone.
You put that in there after I killed someone, didn't you?
Yeah, that's what I reckon. I'm like,
Seems like I did,
Little
didn't it?
message.
I'm like, oh, really? She's just killing innocents now.
I know, although I did kill Fanati off episodes ago. You just didn't know.
Really?
I did.
You just
Why
knew
did we know?
Because it was in one of our stories. The audience knows.
Oh.
Now you know.
Oh, that breaks my heart because I really liked Finati.
Yeah, so did I.
Me too.
He was not a bad stepdad.
I liked his accent. I liked it when he lost his accent and would go back to the accent.
Caradril's hard to say in a Scottish accent.
It is. And not only that, though,
Caradril.
there's a reason for the Scottish accent. I'm just throwing it out there. Anyway, Morrigan.
So I've stayed downstairs, but I'm keeping my distance from my mum. I'm sitting at like a little table. There's a table now.
There was a table, yeah.
And I've got my hand, like my head in my hand, and I just keep like looking at her every now and then I just can't help it. Like I start falling asleep and I end up like in a very uncomfortable position, like with my head on like the table and like in my elbow, and I mumble like, I'm so sorry, before I fall asleep.
She tries to wake you a little bit with her hand and just shake you a little bit, and you don't wake. And so she tries to pick you up. She's not strong enough to do that. And so the other woman, comes over to help. And they pull you up the stairs and find one of the empty rooms and lay you down in the bed. And the other one sort of bows to your mother solemnly and leaves the room. As you are drifting in and out, you hear the flapping of heavy wings from beyond this tower.
Ooh. Is it Darkon?
Is it the fucking dragon?
Oh, the dragon!
Yay, the serial killing dragon!
Fuck!
I mean,
forgot about that dog.
And
Yep.
even your mother, I mean, this is through sleepy eyes, even your mother seems concerned by whatever that was. This is not a place where that sort of noise is normal. You yourself can't tell if it's a memory or if it's real. Your mother sits, she looks, as I said, she looks stronger than she did before, but she's still rather fragile, and she sits on the end of the bed as you drift in and out of the dreams I guess you would be having. She says, Morrigan, I need you to understand something. It was centuries ago that your father's ancestors banned loving beyond one person. It was just a political choice. When the war ended, the changelings were blamed and banished, and the Kalashtar were gone. So some used the prejudice against them to strengthen their empires. The ban meant little more than an opportunity to control people. And at the highest levels, she looks at you now to see if you're listening, it was mostly ignored.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? She says, hoping not to have to say it.
No.
Your father is not Ishan Liradel, the man downstairs. I met a man not that long ago by elven perspectives.
Oh my god. Dad ain't bad. Noted.
But it does seem like much has happened since those days. Strange how love can change time. There was a man, a prince among the leaves. I swear I never saw him walk. He would just float into my arms. He is your father. His name is Kaa'Riin. Kaa'Riin of the Wind. Lord of the Humming Woods and the elves who live there. The man downstairs who raised you barely resembles my husband now. He was more of a political creature than I thought. And he was furious when he realized who you really were. He couldn't banish Kaa'Riin because they're both Justicars, or they were. But he decided to strengthen the old laws.
He punished her.
Punished you as well. It was your father who banned your love of Menteith and Shayla.
Oh no!
It was not long after that you went missing. I never believed what returned was you. She broke Menteith as well. He was kind once. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you about all this, about who you really are. I didn't know what you'd do with this knowledge, whether you could bring down this kingdom. She looks back and she can't really tell if you've been awake for this, because you're drifting in and out. She touches you on the leg beneath her blanket and steps up to leave the room.
She steps up. I want to reach out and just like hold her hand and give it a squeeze.
She stops.
And just say, thank you. And then my hand drops and I fall back asleep.
So you don't see her leaving the room?
No, apparently I've taken that away from myself.
Yeah, it's all right. You don't see her leaving the room. But as she goes to shut the door, you can hear the door. It doesn't close. And you hear a little bit of a muffled conversation from outside. And then the door shuts and you hear the lock flick.
Excellent.
And...
Hang on, it usually locks from the inside. Who's in there with you?
This isn't the first time we've been locked in a room, though, the outside.
But is someone in here with you?
Oh, that's what you reckon?
Well, that's what I'm picking up.
I'm going to squint one eye open.
As the door shuts, there's a little bit of light coming through, so you can see the outline of a person, the silhouette. There are lights inside the room as well, so there is warm orange and yellow flames that create shadows on the curves of this person.
Hey, you.
When she is within reach, you can see there's a tear running down her face, but she is smiling. And you can see this hope in her eyes. And she keeps mouthing the words, "I'm sorry," over and over again.
Okay.
She says, "I missed you." And that line from the tear fills again. And she gets into bed next to you.
I was going to say, I move back, I make room, and I just, like, pat the bed. I'm like, come here.
And we fade to black.
Aww.
And that is where we end this episode.
Yay! It's a happy ending.
That was a good one.
That was good.
That was very lovely.
I was thinking the mum left the room.
She did.
Hang on, who's in the bed with you?
Don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's just a sudden ending. It happens all the time. So maybe there's danger or just a clever line. But don't worry about them. I'm sure they'll be fine. Right?
At the base of Crujian's tower, Laron looked at the keys in her hand. Her children watched and wondered why she was taking so long to use them. Having secured the balloon, Lute and the Mole Man soon joined them in the confusion. Night had now fallen. Enough time had passed that surely anyone inside would be sleeping and unaware of their presence. But that was not the problem. The problem was that Laron was uncertain as to whether this was still her home. The man inside was the most powerful conduit of magic in the land. But he was still just a man, and a fearful one at that, frightened that his love would not be enough to protect his family, to protect her. "But who protects you?" she whispered. This door had no visible lock, of course. Her unforgotten husband would want nothing so simple guarding the tower. She reached towards the door, hands trembling, and a keyhole suddenly and rather eagerly appeared. The key turned, the door opened, and there he was.